Well, first and foremost, we want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakah Kodash. We have double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great people well. Sorry, check the praises. Only for the summer, Trinidad, KMS to protect my mission camp. You know, to the people backwards to Sudan, we come back in the day to fight for the Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. At the time, so you put with order. From order, go down to where you love, and etc. Exactly so. So the other scripture for men who are asked for because they bring the other scripture you have for your land. Yeah. Somebody hold Romans 13. All that scripture will have come. Yeah.
You look at 2 Samuel 5 and 1.
Well.
Then came all the tribes of Israel to David unto Hebron.
Well.
And spake, saying, behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh.
Read it over again. So you can bring again.
In 2 Samuel chapter.
Hi. You want to come closer here? We can just allow. Yeah. Come closer. Can't.
2 Samuel chapter 5 and 1.
Yeah.
Then came all the tribes of Israel to David.
Hold on. You see, then came all the tribes of Israel unto King David, right? Why? King David was representing Yahweh Shai in that time. King David is so great a king in Israel. He represented Yahweh Shai. He also represented Almighty God in some point, right? But then came all the tribes of Israel unto King David. Go ahead.
Unto Hebron, and spake, saying, behold, we are thy bone.
We are thy what?
We are thy bone and thy flesh.
So we are thy bone, my friend. Meaning, let me just say this outright too, and I pick it for camera too. That means every brother in Great Millstone, all around the world, right? Every camp in Great Millstone is bone of our bone and flesh of our flesh. Everybody understand this thing? As it is written. Again, read it one more time again now.
2 Samuel chapter 5 and 1.
Well, yeah, my brother. Love it again.
Then came all the tribes of Israel to David.
He said, then came all the tribes of Israel unto King David. Go ahead.
Unto Hebron.
Unto Hebron, go ahead.
And spake, saying, behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh.
And he said, we are thy bone and thy flesh. You understand? So we are one in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. This blessedness even is not to belittle nobody, it's not to make anybody feel small, it's to grow you and unify the brotherhood. One of the greatest lessons we learn in this truth here is the unification of the Lord's people. Really the unification of the elect. Can? Yeah, because we deal with the whole Israel, the whole house of Israel, really is the elect unified. You have a scripture for
that? Bring it out. In 2 Samuel chapter 19 and verse 11.
Well,
and King David sent to Zadok and Abiathar the priest, right, saying, speak unto the elders of Judah, saying, why are you the last to bring the king back to his house? Right, this is when Absalom had revolt. Right, seeing the speech of all Israel is come to the king to his house. Ye are my brethren.
Ye are my what?
Ye are my brethren.
What we are together each other? What?
Brethren.
We are brethren. We are brethren. Unified. The Passover is coming up. We cannot have no ill feeling among each other. We are what?
We are brethren.
We are brethren. We are brethren. We stay together till Yahweh Shai come. And not only Trinidad, I expect the Spirit to be all over the world. As the Holy Spirit goes all over the world to bring the elect into one. Read that over again. Ye are my what?
2 Samuel 19 and 12.
Yeah.
Ye are my brethren.
Ye are my brethren. Go ahead.
Ye are my bones and my flesh.
Ye are my brethren. Ye are my bones and my flesh. Meaning the brothers in Brother Rakaya camp in England is our bones and our flesh. We are their bones and their flesh in Trinidad. We are the brothers in Jamaica, bones and flesh. We are the brothers in Guyana, bones and flesh. We are the brothers in the Bahamas, bones and flesh. We are the brothers in America, bones and flesh. We are the apostles of Great Millstone, bones and flesh.
Can. Brother, say, wherefore then are ye the last to bring back the king?
He said, yeah, we say, wherefore are ye the last to bring back the what?
The king.
Go ahead.
And say ye to Amasa, art thou not my bone and of my flesh?
He said, now why did the scripture say, yeah, my arm? Alright. Pause. Let's pause the camera there. Pause.
Good. 2 Samuel chapter 19 and verse 11.
Yeah.
And King David sent to Zadok and to Abiathar the priest, saying, Speak unto the elders of Judah, saying,
what?
Speak unto the elders of Judah, saying, Why art ye the last to bring the king back to his house?
You understand? And that's so spiritual in what being said there. Because why it is brotherly kindness has to be the last resort to bring the Lord back to his house. Everybody understand what we're talking about? Because the Lord could only dwell among brothers unified and among the unification. What was the last word I was trying to say? Somebody get that scripture from the last word I was trying to say? Love one another. I please I leave can love one another. That was the last word.
And by this you shall know your followers and mine that you love one another.
Bring that scripture out.
Have it?
Yeah, everybody have it. Bring that out.
The book
and bring on somebody go bring on the scripture. Hold on. And somebody go bring on the scripture with Paul say, love working no ill to his neighbor and thing like that. So they bring out all them scriptures. Bring it out.
Look at John chapter 13 and 34. I'll start after verse 32. It says, little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me, and as I said unto the Jews, whither I go ye cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
That you what?
That ye love one another.
Yeah, you see, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another. And that is the whole high about this gospel. Because we can find, somebody give me that scripture, do I can find all the mystery, do I can give my body to be burned? Somebody Google that for me, do I can find all the mystery, do I can give my body to be burned? And I have no charity, I become a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal. Somebody bring that scripture out. You remember that scripture? No. These are little basic scriptures. Trust me. Yeah.
Verse 1.
Yeah. Bring it out. Bring it out. We don't want that scripture and then bring it out. Right.
John 13 and 34.
Well,
a new commandment I give unto you.
The Lord said, a new commandment I give unto you. You have all the commandments from Moses, which you ought to obey to the best of your ability. But he said, this new commandment that I give unto you, because, now why you call it a new commandment? Why you call love a new commandment for? Because the heart of the law is supposed to be mercy. Everybody understand what I said? The heart of the law is supposed to be mercy. That's why when the Lord, when Yahweh shall judge if Christ and Pharisee according to the law, none of them was keeping the law. But they was quick to execute now. They're quick to curse out and execute and put this one. But the heart of the law is mercy, and you didn't have mercy. Go ahead.
That ye love one another.
That you love what?
That ye love one another.
That you love one another. That you love one another. Go ahead.
As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. Love, when you love your brother, you look out for him. When you love your brother, you hold up grudge against your brother. You don't feel it for your brother. Or you wouldn't do anything to make your brother feel angry or mal feeling with you. You understand what I'm saying? Well, yeah, you wouldn't have that. It wouldn't have that. Well,
as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
That he also what?
Love one another.
That ye also love one another. Now, that is on that, right? That one, go ahead.
It says, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
Yeah, because we can preach all what we want to preach now, but the only how they will know that we are the disciples of the Lord is when we love one another. You understand? When you see the brotherhood tight. Let me tell you something, when we stick together and they see the brotherhood tight like this, the enemy can't penetrate them. Even if physical, when you and your family tight, the enemy can't penetrate them. You understand what I'm saying? Even if physical, when you're in your family tight, the enemy can't penetrate. Well,
yeah, because even the word order, that's how you know you can't penetrate, because without order, without chaos, right? And it have men who be in an army, right, who not orderly, and they can cause the army to fall. Because they were that men who don't want to be under order, where they don't want to betray the general, or they want to betray a captain, you understand, and do their own thing, causing the army to fail. Right. But within this street, where it has order is established, that's how you know it's impenetrable, because you can't impenetrate. Although a man in feelings, he will suck it up now and he realize, wait, I cannot be in my feelings, that is the flesh. There's order to be established. Now I will establish the order.
Can go ahead. My precept here. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1. Yeah, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse
Chapter 5 verse 14, it says, and he answered me and said, the thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do. Verse 15, and it says, so I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and made them heads over you.
And made them what?
Captain, heads over you.
So he said he made the chief of he take the chief of all the tribe and made them heads over you. Go ahead and read.
It say, continue, it say captains over thousands.
Captains over what?
Over thousands.
Where?
And captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among you, among your tribes.
Right, but the Lord, and the reason why the Lord did that is to establish order. There must be order. You have to do
And just to add, is basically every brother here is an airliner sense, because it's one after one, one after one. So if the captain are here, you know, and the big brother are here, you know, I know here, it's basically the 14th commander here. So it basically is order. So now you don't set it. So basically,
it's 1 Corinthians 14 and 14. Let all things be done decently and in order. Right? Saying everything done is everything not only the world is a world of confusion.
That's right.
So that's why the Lord set up an order so that things wouldn't run anyhow. You see? And if the world like that archaic, you know, Esau is one of the sow dust. Right? You know, the truth had to be the opposite of that. We don't have the spirit of the world, we have the spirit of the Mashiach.
All of the Lord make us royal priesthood. So basically that's love. You know, all of the becoming royal priesthood is a love among each other. So the Lord, you know, when you come back, you will see that same love. That's why it's in the scripture, is precious in his sight to see a brotherly life for another brother. So basically that is the love. So this is the book of First Peter chapter 5 verse 1. It said the elders which are among you I exalt.
He said the elders that are among you I exalt. And why you exalt them for? Because these are the men. And the reason why they're called elders is because they have I told you, they have something called experience. Experience is one of the greatest teachers. Why we give double honors to the apostles? We'll be on camera so you can say it. Why we give double honors to the apostles? Because they are of experience. What they pass through, we ain't dreaming to pass through. Why you give honors to the elders and the bishops for? Because what they pass through, we ain't begin to pass through yet. So we give honor and double honors to these men. You understand what I'm talking about? When you listen to Apostle Taha, he always talk about Aria. Last time he said he saw Aria, because on camera, and he and Apostle Taha probably might see that video and he say, hey, this brother on point. Last time he said Aria, well, for those of you who know, Aria was the teacher, but he went off a little bit. But we ain't going on that. But Apostle Taha was so happy to see him. He said, I felt like I saw the angel of the Lord. You remember that video?
Yeah.
He said, I saw an angel of the Lord when he looked upon Aria. Because even though he off a little bit right now, they believe that the Lord will restore him. I think that can. You see, I love Brother Rashon because you always on point. You understand? Zechariah, the third chapter, right? He said, I saw the high priest Joshua standing, the who represent Aria in this time. But for those, again, we go heading into the Passover, right? I'm saying this on camera and I'm saying from the campaign on camera. Nobody is to have a problem with the doctrine. If you have a problem with the doctrine, speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak now. If you have a problem with the doctrine, if you have a problem with the order in Great Millstone, if you have a problem with anything, speak now or forever hold your peace. But you have it, we're going to the Passover. If you take the Lord Passover and you had a problem with the doctrine, a problem there, you become a leaven in the Passover. And then we come a curse. What say it to Lieutenant? See what the Lieutenant say? You come a curse to yourself. So I couldn't say it better.
When he picks up that you're going into that condemnation to yourself.
Yeah.
You'll basically you don't believe in what we believe in, and you don't trust in what we trust in. You're gonna end up, because there's examples of what happened to people who took the Passover, and like for instance, Judas. He took the Passover. He was there. He didn't believe in what we believe in. He didn't believe in Yahweh Shai. If he didn't believe in Yahweh Shai, he would have done with the Lord. He would never betray the Lord. You understand? That's why the Lord said that day is not no day to be smile and enjoy and be happy, like you come to eat. He said, and you can eat at home, and you can drink at home.
As the apostle said, it's not a lamb dinner.
Correct.
You're feasting on the body of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You have to be reverent. You have to reverence that holy. and make sure that before you even eat at the Lord thing, make it right with your brother. Make it right with your brother. Whatever you do, make it right with your brother. Read it over again. So who
Peter, yeah.
As I'm coming to the spirit, basically, we're going to piece at one time. As I want to just say that to basically, because when he Lord keeping the Passover, Lord they know that I'll leave in the Passover, because basically I only leave in Salakia in the Passover, because basically when he talked that 1 year gonna betray me.
something about to happen?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, he didn't know, you can't. He said he didn't know.
Something about to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen today or when, but something is about to happen. Something that we believe in the spirit is about to happen. I don't know when, if it's today or that, but it's about to happen. But by that.
Yeah, because it's just always saying, 3 accidents. Three accidents happened today when we coming down. 3 accidents we see just people that's glitching. But what I was saying that he did know Salakia. He did know well, Judas Iscariot, you know, that Levi's spirit, that why Lord bring the riddle. And they said that ask the Lord, well, who it is. And basically when the Lord gave the last sup, the Lord knew that all the demons we had on him, we actually tell him go and do what he can do. So the demon rose up one time and went up and do what he's supposed to do. So basically when the time come, you know, the men will keep the Passover, you know, because going back into the mark of exemption in the word of the Lord, and basically they're taking the whole word. They're taking the word, going back into the writers in court, you know, they are the record watch at the word of the Lord. You know, so this is the men who the Lord going and say, hey, pass over these men who sigh and cry. But basically the rest of them, hey, sort of smite. So we don't take it in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm going to read back from verse 1. It says, the elder which are among you I exhort, who also an elder, who I say I am, man. If I say also, so basically who I am, or who also an elder.
So Paul say, I am also an elder.
Yeah, basically that.
So he say, what I'm saying to you all, I say it through experience. They come like what the apostles talking when they say something to us or give us order to follow, it's through experience. You understand? Which is one of the greatest teachers, the experience, because hey, Apostle Tom gave the order, no debate, don't go on debate. Like how IUIC does debate, we're not going out on debate. And you might tell them, if you young in the truth and you come in the truth and you might see what IUIC and say, wait, why GMS said do that? We through experience, we know why that ain't right with the Lord. Don't go in nobody church and start to stir up spirit. Apostle Tom gave the order when you're done camp, get out, move from where it was and flee out of the zone. Because of experience. All about the experience.
Now it's not time to be, now it's time for prophecies to be coming out. Now it's time to be breaking out the prophecies and see them coming to pass. Now not everybody building no pastor and with no dream action and who will pastor comes. You have time for that?
Why? Because the gospel is not about debate. The gospel is repent or die.
That's right.
You just have a choice. Repent or die.
That says
like the Lord. Like the gospel.
So continue and say, and a witness of the gospel, of the suffering of Yahushua, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Those two, say, feed.
Hold on, we are what? Partakers of the sufferings of Yahushua,
and also partakers of the glory that shall be revealed.
And what is the glory that shall be revealed? The kingdom of heaven. This body, this water put it on immortality. You understand? We inherited the kingdom of heaven, which is the glory of the Lord. So if we are partakers of that, in order to show that form, there must be unity. There must be togetherness, and order must be established. For unity to come, order must be established.
Come like a house, a spiritual. It's a spiritual house, right? If you have a house, you have bricks, right? Every man is a block. So if the blocks fighting against one another and one just seem fit together, we're going to have the house going to unfold. Like I want this piece up, let's bring it up quickly. This Amos 9, and this going back to Amos 9 and verse 11. It's saying that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Right? That's what you're doing, right?
How do you tabernacle that David reason? It's like order. Doctrine, order, and conduct.
Right.
Order, doctrine, and conduct. And here we want to put it. But order must be established. The Lord ain't going to do anything, Vike. Where that?
That's true.
Read it over again.
Amos 9 and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Why the Lord? Why the Lord have to raise back up the tabernacle and fall, right? Why did it fall?
Can't.
What disobedience? Well, I will come into the next part
Yeah,
here.
Why did it fall?
And I guess I ain't trying to think about that.
I will come to the brother. You see it now? Yeah.
Why did it fall? But go ahead now.
Can and close up the breaches thereof.
And so all the
So no more members in GMS. That's closing up the breaches. No more members. When we see no more members in GMS, you are to show yourself worthy. Like right now, our precious brother here behind camera, you know, he's showing himself worthy, and he must endure to the end to show not unto but on the garden, unto the Lord, unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because he's the one that promotes and he's the one that demotes.
When they go into the breaches too, when it had differences between the tribes, right? That same way that differences between the tribes, right? Ephraim and Judah and Judah vexed Ephraim. The same way with the men of the Lord too as well. These differences were to close up these breaches.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Not the breaches.
So, yeah. How did it come? How did it reach to that point? That point where you know push forward there, concerning Judah shall not vex Ephraim and Ephraim shall not. How did it reach to that point? For that to
reach that stage.
Yeah, how?
That means it's disobedience.
Through disobedience now. That's one of the fact that Ephraim went off. Ephraim, how Ephraim ended up going off? No.
Right up
Ephraim ended up going off because why? Because first you had to go all the way back to King Solomon. Right? When King Solomon did the wickedness that he did on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, prophesied the judgment that's going to befall, alright, upon the nation of Israel. And then you had the daughter King Solomon. And with the daughter King Solomon, end up proceeding to what? To the prophecy being fulfilled, because King Solomon's son, I think was Jeroboam, Rehoboam. Alright? The elders are Ephraim and whatnot, so forth, and you know, the 10 tribes. Alright, they came up to Rehoboam and they tell him, you know, hey, your father lay a heavy yoke upon us, whatnot, so forth, you know, since he dead, you know, and you take over in his stead. Alright? Ease me up a bit now, boy, whatnot, so forth, you know, and Rehoboam, alright, he first take counsel, he listen to them, and he tell them, I will come back and meet you on so and so date, so and so time. Alright, with an answer. And the counsel of his fathers, they tell him, they say, well, hey, listen to the people. Alright, listen to the people and whatnot, get them what they want, so forth, this, that day, because they didn't really ask him much. But what he do? He went against the order. Alright? He went against the order and disobeyed and started listening to these young nigglets. You understand? Yeah. You understand who we grew up with and whatnot, so forth. And they say, hey, boy, you study them old head, boy. You know? You study them old head, boy. Thing, but make the yoke more heavier. This, that. He take counsel from them. He went against the order. So by him going against the order, and when he went back to get them the answer, he let them know, hey, my little finger is thicker than my father's loins or some kind of thing. So, you understand? And I would not ease all up. Right? I will.
Meaning that he didn't show no compassion.
Yeah, he didn't show no compassion, he didn't show no mercy, he didn't show no brotherly love. Yeah. And why would that come about? Because he disrespected the order. Alright? The order, he disrespected that order from the elders and them. You understand? And days where it reached to where now it ended up having that split. And with that split, alright? With that split is where everything started to go haywire.
Yeah, because Rehoboam sent before the sight of God. You understand what I'm talking about? And that was causing envy of Ephraim against Judah and so forth. And when they go in the book of Ezekiel now, the Lord say, well, I promise that I will heal that now. And that is where our gospel come in.
The same thing in the camps too.
One step.
Same thing with the camps.
Amos 9 and verse 11. In that day when I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. So you got closing up them breaches.
Yeah.
And I will raise up the ruins.
Yeah, no more war. So like, no more, but like I would say, no more war, no more strife. You understand? No animosity getting in between. The brotherhood could be tightened. You understand? Ephraim will envy Judah, and Judah will envy. And somebody goes, yeah, and when vex Ephraim, and they shall fly. You remember that scripture?
Yeah.
Somebody could bring all that scripture too.
I just want that scripture. That unity.
That unity. That's unity. That is not talking about unity.
And I will build it as in the days of old, the days of King David.
Yeah, that you would have gone.
Yeah.
No, you have something, want to go in here, brother?
Yeah, finish up.
Oh, let me finish up this and then go with the brothers. Everybody, younger brothers, hold something. Alright, do it. We'll come to that. Then you will wait to that. Slack, yeah.
Guys, so I'm going back into 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2. It says, feed the flock.
What did the Lord say?
Say, feed the flock of Yahweh, which is among you, to taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, so like that, it's not by constraint, but willingly.
But what?
But willingly.
You said not by constraint, but willingly. You have to willingly do this work. You have to willingly go out for your brothers. Yeah, my brother, and I love to come and do the work. I love to do this work. I willingly love to feed the people. Yeah, but anyhow, I asked Peter 3 times. Who was Peter in the incarnation, not King David? And the Lord tells him, say, lovest thou me, Peter? Simon Bar-Jonas, and he said, yes, Lord, you know I love you. He said, but he continues to talk. But you don't know why he asked him 3 times. So you can understand that this work here is a serious work. You know, play and no kicks and no nothing like that. That's serious thing we're doing. If we come out to play and kick me as well, go and do what we were doing back in the world. Spectacular for them. Yeah.
I said not for filthy lucre, but of but of a ready mind.
Of a what mind?
Of a ready mind.
You got to be of a ready mind. You got to be ready, always willing to do work. Goes back to Ephesians 6. And when you say your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel, meaning you're always ready to go out and do the work. Bring on the precept, Kyle.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Yeah, that's some beautiful thing. It says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. We're going about to eat the Passover. If you have any grudge against your brother, make it right. Make it right. Why? Because love worketh no ill against your brother. If you know you're doing something wrong, if you know something wrong there that will cause malfeasance, make it right. From the younger brother to the older brother, make it right. Because the scripture say careful if you offend this young one, because you go do it after me. And but God search the scriptures right through, and I making sure that I want to be circumspect before the Lord. And therefore the camp, the brothers with me have to be in the same mind of being circumspect. Brothers.
Say therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Love, you love the brother, you're fulfilling of the law. Like when the scribes and Pharisees did not love, they only quick to point the finger. And not realizing that when the Lord come and judge them by the very same Lord that they are full of hypocrites. They are a bunch of hypocrites. They wasn't keeping it neither.
And by me, them go on mercy. Them go on mercy. The tables was a turn, them go on mercy. Alright? The tables was a turn where, the same way how them was looking to judge and put to death for whatever transgression may be, If the judgment was to fall on them and they to be put to death and whatnot, them go with our mercy. So it just goes to show.
Well, continue.
Matthew 7:21.
Yeah.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, enter into the kingdom of heaven.
They say not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of heaven. See, we coming out and doing the work is good, which is the order you have to do it, But you yourself have to get yourself right with the Lord. Then if judgment begins first and with us, what will be the end result of the rest of them who don't believe the gospel? Brother,
But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Now what is the will of your Father, the Father in heaven? Doing the works is God, but loving your brother as you love yourself. That's one of the prime commandment the Lord left us with. He said, if you remember anything, remember this. Love your brother as I have loved you. As the word of God, right? Yeah, which hang upon the whole law.
Oh, yeah.
He said that the whole law is hung upon them two commandments. Thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart, mind, and soul, and thou shalt love thy brother as you love yourself. Yeah? That's why when you read Salakir, when you read Tobit, I need to think, when you read Tobit, Tobit wasn't a prophet like Jeremiah and the rest of them, or Ezra and them, but what Tobit ministry was to give arms, to show that love now. You understand?
Very.
Exactly. Yeah. And they didn't understand and Christians say, well, the Apocrypha in canon because it's teaching you that arms could take away a multitude. They don't understand the understanding of that. So
Love.
We're talking about love. The Bible says perfect love covered what? A multitude of sins.
But that's it, us giving this wood. Guys, the Lord giving arms to the people. Lord showing mercy. This wood is the greatest form of arm. What picture say? When he come, he say, why I forgive you?
You make purpose. This wood is the greatest form of arms.
Like greatest arms.
Like arms.
Yeah.
So when you came into the truth and you heard this gospel from Brother Yassad here, he gave arms unto you, you know. You understand what I'm talking about? And that covered a multitude of sins. He didn't have to give you physical arms, he gave you arms as he would have gone. You understand? Go ahead.
Yeah.
And then get the chance to pull out shots down.
Anyway, Christianity from the devil, we know that. Go ahead.
You will bring it out after Yakal and thing, because Yakal will only precept, but
Go ahead.
Verse 22. And you will say to me that day, Lord, Lord.
Many will say to him in that day, what?
Lord, Lord.
I don't want to be in that bunch of praying, Lord, that I will have never fall in that thing. And guys, that is why we have to pray, fast and pray. Love your brother, fast and pray for him. Don't fast and pray for yourself. It's not all about you. It's your brother. Love your brother, love yourself. When you fast and pray, you're fasting for yourself, no, you're fasting for your brother. And then we take you fasting for you. That's how the love is. Can't. Yeah. Well,
Have we not prophesied in thy name?
have we not what?
Prophesied in thy
Yeah, they're
name.
going to be saying that, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? We do all kind of things in your name, Lord. Go ahead, read. I don't want to send it out. Let the Bible speak.
And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Wow.
Depart from me.
No, that's a slap in your face, eh? Knowing that you think you do all of that, and then he watch you and tell you, I never even know you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that showing you that it will come right down to the end. Because we didn't get no spiritual power yet and them things to do all them things necessarily. On a low level, yeah. But when it really comes, you know, men go be casting out demons, doing miracles, and then when the Lord come now, the Lord will say, hey, I never know you.
You know why?
Right.
You know why? Because here the scripture say they profess and say that they do all of that. But the Tawai Yahawashi give you the illustration of the publican and the Pharisee. Two of them went to the house of the Lord to pray. He said, but one telling the Lord how much he's doing for him. And the other one said, Lord, you know me. I'm a publican. I'm an everyday man. I bow down my head and you know, Lord, I need you. You understand? You come to boast like you and say what I done. I probably can give tithe as often. Have mercy upon our Lord. That is different.
Contrite spirit.
Yeah. The Bible says because of broken and a contrite spirit, the Lord will not despise. Humility, humbleness.
We don't talk about the show Moses and David in Isaiah 55, I believe, 55. We talk about the show Moses and David sinned before the Lord. You understand? But David was sure while after all he done that the Lord was going to take him away from that, take him away from sin and bring him back. That way he constantly say, Lord, don't forget me. I know and I'm sure you won't forget me. That is confidence as well too.
God, Mark, wait, the king David was a real slack, yeah.
Yeah.
King David was a humble man, because even when he did do wrong, he started to the Lord too. And Shimei, the Benjamin, was stoning him, tells him big stone. Joab and say, let me go and kill this man for you. You do stone in the king. Say, Don't lead a man, let him do it with. Perhaps the Lord, that the Lord would be that.
When his sons come coming for him too.
Yeah.
Right? He know that what's coming Lord and all that. Because his house started to go off. And David is a representation of we. You understand? The house of David. The house went off. David and his sons, even his daughter, everybody started to go off. You understand? And then David was a representation of us. So if you have mercy, if you have mercy on us now, remember the Lord and we should just say, it was your mind to go astray from the Lord. Seek Him 10 times more. So we are to seek the Lord 10 times more. You understand? Coming down to the last. The last. Because you see, if you see yourself holding on after the matter of this, you should have no doubt in your mind after that. After the matter of this, you're still holding on.
That's
Come
right,
on, you're going
that's
to make
right.
it. Just keep holding on.
Confidence. Then shall look my virtue.
Finish it up and I'll make a precept. Well,
Just after you,
alright, after you finish, you're not going to precept.
Yeah.
And then when my prophets unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Yeah, because the Lord say all we are trying to do, all we was doing is just iniquity. Meaning to say, all you want to be is to be seen and for glorification of man. We never did nothing to glorify our body in our child.
When you would have possibly ever said self-aggrandizement.
Yeah.
It's self-aggrandizement. You know, bigging up your own self.
Yeah.
Saying that you use all listening to your shine, even receive his magnification yet. And yet it's like you want to seek your own magnification, right? Going off. Right? We here to seek the glorification, the magnification of Yahweh, why Yahweh shine. Yeah. I want to hear from
and by just some of the by you seeking your own glorification, alright, you're showing, you're having no order, alright, you're not keeping it in order, because it's in Corinthians 11, when it gives you the order. No, let's see.
That is spirit.
Right? By you seeking your own glorification, alright, and you ain't showing brotherly love, alright, because you is all about me. You know, you don't see that within these other camps within the leaders, you just push up the
Right, carpet vibes.
that vibration, you know. It's all about me, The spotlight must be on me, and so forth. Alright, so when you had a mentality, you tend to build a spirit of selfishness. It's all about yourself. Not about what about your brother. Alright, what about your brother needs, whatever the case may be. And having a spirit of selfishness, alright, having a spirit of selfishness and going down to the end with that selfishness is only going to put you in serious hot water. That's right. Simple as that. Simple.
bring this. Alright, I'm going to bring this to the Alright, this 1 Corinthians 15 verse 1. It reads, "Do I speak with the tongues of men and of angels?"
Yeah, that's why I want to get. Yeah, go ahead, yeah, that's a beautiful word.
And so you Hebrew tongue too. And have not charity.
And I'm not what?
Charity.
I'm not charity, which is the kindness. Well,
And I am become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
and maybe you say you become a noise. I think that's similar like something and you have to make it noise. Yeah. Or as well, Apostle that says a bag of hot air, that is all you didn't say nothing. You make the most noise. You understand? Because all you want to be is seen of men. I don't want to be seen of men. If I know this whole thing with Brother God is to be seen of men, then Lord take me out of the way. Or give it to somebody else who deserves it. You understand? But the Bible, but what did John say when Yahweh came and he said the guy must decrease, that he may increase? That's the gospel, you must decrease, that he may increase. It's all about him. It's his show. He running the show, not Brother God. He running the show. I am just the vessel he using. And then he point the spirit upon faithful men Therefore, you all have to prophesy the same way too.
Basically, this is the Lord.
Be your brother's keeper.
Basically, this is the Lord move here.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord, every single brother here from a different city, up over here right now, you know, doing his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Nobody can say, you know, I wake up myself or I do this on my own. So basically, you're posting yourself, basically, you're washing machine, raise up. So the ones that will come after the apostles, I want to come and make their own camps and come with their own doctrine, because basically they put a thinking in their mind that this is their own doctrine, because as the apostles bring on the RFID, they come in and say it's spiritual, the embargo and all this bull crap. But basically that is proudness of them. You know, that is basically they being out of order.
That is continue. When they wasn't the apostle camp, they come up on the apostle. That was his teacher. I know at the end of the day now, because of his pride, right? That's another thing to pride is a demon. So pride is a demon. You know, at the end of the day, especially in this time, to jump on a lot of people, a lot of brothers.
You cannot take your Passover with your mind full of pride.
Yeah.
The Bible says, purge your mind. Philippians 2:5. Let this mind that was in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. What mind did he had? He had a mind to do the will of the Father. He said, I came not to do my will, but the will of him that sent me. So let that mind be in you until he comes. That's how it goes. Otherwise, you will have leaven, and if you take the Passover with leaven, your Passover becomes an abomination before the Lord. The Lord said, well, in that solemn feast, I will not smell. He will treat it like how we treating them other feasts all day. I will not smell in that solemn feast. The Passover is a solemn feast, but if it's not leaven in the feast, the Lord will not smell in that. Well,
1 Corinthians 15 verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries, right, the deep dark sayings, and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, right, you have all faith. Faith without faith, you can't please your passion. That's important, important, but it's not this. And though I have all faith, so that I can remove mountains, and have not charity,
and have not what?
and have not charity,
Which is brotherly kindness.
I am nothing.
I am what?
I am nothing.
So then, it goes back to the very same scripture we started off with. You all are my bone and my flesh. So without all you, I am nothing. You understand? That you be your brother's keeper. Without Twister hand, I am nothing. Without Howard, I am nothing. Without Brother Yashua, without Brother Iman, without Kyle, without Karatesa, without Yakal, without Yara, without Yassad. And this brother who come in here, without all the brothers, I am nothing. So then who is brother God? You understand? So then who should be praised? Not Yahweh Shai? Can he put all of us together?
Done.
I didn't do it, the Lord did that.
Done.
And Paul talk about he counted himself as nothing.
Yeah. When you reach that position, you can count yourself as nothing. Then the scriptures, when you become nothing, then Yahweh becomes something. Okay.
They say you glorify us in infirmities. Glorify us in infirmities.
Yeah.
What you going through pain, we going through. We're playing on
Because right now,
of the flesh.
things in Trinidad getting harder and harder. The physical life, the price of things getting harder and harder.
That's right.
This brother is a fisherman, he had to go and feed his family, going out there, they see it ain't easy. You know, just a pull that whole night and then they're pulling, they get nothing. And they had to go and do that over, and where you going to come in to tell your demon? And then sometimes you have a demon who don't understand
that. They don't understand. They don't understand.
Because she's taking under that carnal world. You know what I mean? The spirit at all times.
God.
Where that?
1 Corinthians 13 and verse 3. And do I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, I give in alms,
God.
and do I give my body to be burnt, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing.
The prophet tell you what?
Me nothing.
It's prophet even all what you think you do the way Yahweh Shai. But I just read the book in Matthew. At that day, Yahweh Shai will say, I know you not. Because you will come and tell Yahweh Shai, but you know I did this, I want to do this. And the guy was on this idea, by it, you know all that. And you'll say, yeah, all that, but I don't know anything.
It's basically you was watching everything you do.
Because you was watching everything, you wasn't presenting your body as a living sacrifice.
God.
Because and if, believe it or not, all how a man try to twist and try to run from it, to the end, if Yahweh is not on your side, you lose the battle all the time.
You know what I come, you know, it break it down to brass up with that saying on the teaching there, you know, is a spirit, when you have that kind of spirit, that spirit is the Lord has to accept me. Oh, I know how I is now, but you know how I present myself, you know, when you have that spirit, I do this and I do that. my creator, and so forth, so forth.
They don't judge me basically.
You know,
Yeah,
not right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Understand what priest got coming?
you ought to accept me.
How I is.
Yeah, how I is,
yeah.
and so forth, and you ought to accept all what I do and whatnot. You know,
Nigga first
again,
begin,
and go back to selfishness.
nigga first begin, man, you fucking out of your fucking mind. You don't have to expect, you don't have to do nothing.
Can't.
None of us, you know, really and truly, none of us really was worthy of this love that he bestowed on us.
Can't.
It's his mercy. The Bible says, he drops up mercy all upon us.
See,
You know, I do this, I do that and whatnot, so, you know, I feel I do enough. Don't get twisted. It's have niggas with these kind of fucking mentality.
Sometimes they never do enough. You can call yourself, you know, like,
Go ahead.
This piece of only it is backing up in the garden here. And actually, as I would leave and breeze blow, went straight on the break one time.
All praises, yeah,
It's John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
simple. Yapa precept. Well,
And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever that ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
break it up for them, brother.
that is our order too. Lord command us to go and bring. It's easy one ordain us, right? So he's the one give us this knowledge and he command us to go and bring forth fruit. But what your fruit going into, even your brothers and into, tell them the truth, right? You can read over your last part up, Baba Kasha.
Whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
And not only asking for yourself too, but you asking for your brothers too. You know, but our brothers who in need in different kind of ways, right? You know, whether it be for employment, whether it be sickness in the body, in the flesh, right? You gotta look out for your brother, you gotta pray for your brother. Because prayer is a serious weapon. It's a weapon of the enemy. You want that? I will bring it out, that.
Yeah. These things I command you that ye love one another.
So you see, I even know that spirit, you know, that you love one another. When loving another brother, when you go into agape love, what kind of love that's talking about? Not no kind of romantic love. Talk about, hey,
I can't love of the flesh, I can't love.
It's a spiritual love.
Spiritual,
love for your brother.
Yeah, like love what David had for Jonathan.
You look out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have a period, you go into charity as well too.
Can.
And that is charity, part of you not being selfish. And you know, teaching your brother as you learn.
Yeah. And comforting your brother too. Comforting your brother, especially in this time too. Comfort your brother. Edification, exhortation, and comforting. Right, that's part of it too. When brother go through all kind of help. Right, so you gotta look out for brother. If our brother going down with you getting weak, you come and comfort him and bring him back up.
Hey, that's why Paul said, the Apostle Paul said, love the brother. Bring it out and this is that place with your brother.
I just want to say,
Like this, the place to get that way.
Breeze blowing too. Bring it out.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. So when the scripture say, if ye love me, keep my commandments. And this is part of the commandments.
Yapa.
So going
Yeah,
back.
because them, like we said earlier on, those loving the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua with all your mind, heart and soul, and loving your brother, that those two, Lord, can you hold.
And then you come up with something that say, how can you love me and you have seen me and you have a brother?
Yes.
That's a deep one
Yeah,
too.
can,
You
yeah.
have your brother next year, you don't even love you, but you only love the Lord.
That's right, you can.
I know I ain't gonna finish out this.
You know what the Lord said, but what if?
Yeah. Yeah. This 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 4.
Come, you can pack up 2 minutes and
1 Corinthians 13 and 4.
pack up 2 minutes and listen.
Charity suffereth long. What let's talk about what you do to your brother, right? Charity suffereth long, so you suffer long for your brother. And is kind. Charity envieth not, that's the envy of your brother. Charity vaunteth not itself, right? And it's not puffed up. So you mean humble, right? Does not behave itself unseemingly. Seeketh not his own, so you don't seek on your own. Seek your brother too, right? It's not evilly provoked and thinketh no evil. So I realize all these things is about
something admirable that you bow before the king. I will give you something, you do something else.
Can't.
So, hey, all praises say, Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, Rakakodash. That's the start. Just modest. And she just modest.
Can't.
She ain't all that. She ain't no cleavage showing. And what not so far. We don't continue to bless our sister. See, they are saying they can put curses on and they are saying they can put the blessings on. That's right. You know, we put the blessings upon you.
God. So this is the book of 2 Samuel, to back up big brother God here. 2 Samuel chapter 1, outside from verse 25. And it reads, say, how are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? It say, oh Jonathan, thou was slain in thy high place. It say verse 26, it say, I am distressed for thee. It say, my brother Jonathan, verily, it say very pleased had thou been unto me, thou love me was wonderful, passing the love of women.
Come with you will talk with you. Let's see what you can do.
So we read it back, can? So this is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 26. And it reads, say, I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan, very pleased had thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, past the love of woman. It say, how are the mighty fallen?
Now that we read that part, that part mighty. It
say, thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of woman.
So like can never read that and they say like you know what that is? And it's the build of Lord just talking about. Because the scripture says, when all judgments are to come down on we, you see your brother go be like a cold glass of water when that time reaches. Not your demon home, your brother. Yes.
Yeah, basically that because basically as I was talking to brother Yasad, you know, basically the time we basically time we heading into, you know, that is really the brotherhood, you know, go really higher back. You know, your brother will be there for you, you know, when you're in distress, you know, if you're not playing, if you're renting, you have a place to shelter, and that brother will never take you in. And in that time, if you go down and turn back against you, your foes go and turn back against you, and you really love your brother, he go and have charity and take you in and make sure you eat. You know, and that is basically the Lord showing mercy upon you, you know. And basically, the Lord say, my silver shall eat. So from the brother we know, why you showing charity from there unto you. You know, the Lord showing mercy unto all of us. Or showing you mercy unto you on that day. And at that time, all of them brotherly love. So the Lord will be showing us. Let us show you why it is. The Lord will be showing us brotherly love from the heavens. You know?
The Lord basically, what He's doing is teaching you and giving you a portion of how the kingdom of heaven would be. Right? Because the scripture describes the brotherhood as the
Salakia, somebody just take him along the first part and bring him a Babylon to Timbuktu now.
You know what? You Yasad, you go with the Christian hand and help them. We are with them here. Why you are supposed to continue?
No, I ain't never had that. I got this a camouflage. Almost in the car, Salakia.
Can.
So you will read with him and if I do sister, you guys have us come. We have them in order, but we are good. They're not allowed to. Brother will explain everything. They're not allowed to come out on the streets now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But go ahead. You will explain everything first.
Go ahead. What you say?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was saying, Lord give us a portion of the kingdom of heaven on earth, but as brotherly love. Because Lord basically say the new covenant is within his blood. Right? And if the new covenant being within his blood, that would mean it will be within men. Right? And if the new covenant is within men, we should understand that we do not say, brother, you do not say our shine. That's how you know. That's how you know the true love of Yahweh Shai, because you get it from your brother. You understand? And when Yahweh Shai said, as much as you do unto the least, and these are my brethren, you do unto me. You understand? So as little as you did unto any of these brothers, you do unto Yahweh Shai. So if in time and need come, where you never pull in your brother, or you never give him something to eat, that's where you fall under the category as you didn't give the Lord nothing to eat. Because you don't ask. The question was asked.
Actually,
question, yeah.
it's in the scripture here.
So the question was asked, when did I feed you, Lord, or when did I not feed you? In other words, the precepts, you understand? The Lord say, well, you didn't feed me when you didn't give brother something to eat. You didn't feed me when you didn't give brother.
Right.
I want that precept.
You want that precept too?
Liberate on.
Actually, bring it up for edification. Hold on.
Just precept before you do that one.
Alright, bring it up.
In Acts 20 and 35, it says, I have showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak, and to remember the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
So if you is a brother, I want to see in this group, right? If you is a brother, physical, we don't come in physical and we get to the spiritual. If you is a brother, holding dust, and let's say holding, how we just hold them by you turn on their dust, money. You can support weaker brothers, you ought to. You ought to by all means, you ought to. That is, that's the order. And here upon until that brother could strengthen himself. And when that brother gave strength then he could be able to pay you back for you understand what I'm saying? That's the order in Israel.
Basically, it's simple as like you know having our people and brothers like working like in us around the same time and I know you can pick him up every day to jump him to work. It go both ways. Same way how the brother jumping you to work, it's same way as you get paid. You could come to you 3 years, but you love to you work for that and say, well, I'll get alcohol or something, so you got top of big gas, so when we roll in, it's not like, it's a balance with it. Brotherly love is a balance. You can't be giving brotherly love and any receiving. If if you ain't receiving, you have about him, try, watching it. You have about him. Yeah, go ahead and bring it out there.
The punchline here says it is more blessed to give than to receive.
Can't say more blessed to give than to receive. So basically, when the more you give, it is your house, you try watching. The more you give, so he will give you the increase. So if you never brother, he go over and he going through, and he open his eyes to see what he ain't giving. Basically, Lord will be dealing with the one who giving the most. So you have to know our brother on a certain level right through because the Lord dealing with him. But same way, you had a conscience to always think about our brothers, how we thinking about you. It had to be beating you, If it ain't beating you, if it can be one way,
You can come in and feel like you eat, your belly full and your brother hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, you can live with yourself like that.
It's like this, it's like this as the brother was saying here. It's like this, you get up, your brother tell you about, where you're helping and go street and stuff. Get father from work, wherever it is, and you having a certain amount of grocery, you want to have a little extra money. You get up in the morning and, say, cook up this and cook up that and cook up this and sit down and have a good meal, jump in the car, even have a brother in your mind, thinking of it now, and if your family, the first thing you're supposed to do before you even eat is to jump in your car, set up your car full of gas, whatever it is, and go over that brother, give him a little money, and give him a little something to put in his a little bush, whatever it is, and that will fill your belly, that's supposed to be filling your appetite. That's supposed to be pleasing you because that is your spiritual food. By loving our brother, by coming to love yourself.
Because if you look at it this way, because Isaiah 54 and 16 is it of the rule, right? Which we know is the Bible, right? Which going into the law, statutes and commandments, all these things, and that is a law from the Lord too.
Can.
So in other words,
that
when you
eating
do that,
you're really eating.
Can.
Yes.
You know, because
And when you don't get your food to eat, you know, some people they get your food and they say, well, boy, I don't eat that, I really eat that, I will eat that. And then there's a problem to take it.
Yeah.
No, you can't take the whole about it, but you eat the whole roll.
That's
Whole roll.
whole rule.
And that your power you say.
On point.
Before the Passover come, if anybody have a problem with the doctrine and the way it was set, the order from the Lord come down to the apostles come right down. You have a problem with the rolls. I mean, you don't want to eat the whole roll, you want to eat half and leave the rest half. You understand? You don't want to eat the whole roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, basically that is it.
Can't.
You know, be there for one another because the time we're heading into, we know the systems are against us. So basically, the systems are going to be against us. You know, using wisdom and knowledge to be the stability at the time. So basically, certain brothers might have had some plans up. You know, certain brothers might lose their job. Certain brothers might have no place to stay because they can't afford the rent because it's the RFI. They come out digital currency. They can't pay with the digital currency. So basically, brothers have to be staying. My brother, as Apostle Raka, Apostle Gabao, or the Apostle was talking about it. And basically, brothers have to be staying. My brothers. You understand?
But then you go find out how much you love your brother.
And you go to a point that brings out enough video also that your Eve, your dragon might come up and say, but you know, as he come here, food done and fast, and the toilet always thing, and I find and demons stay up.
Well, you make my pause me because this morning, no, hold on, just this morning, please, come and now you say, come and buy you, spend it. Okay, but I don't have a demon as in a married demon, but I have a demon who is a sister, but she's a demon, and here's the and then that day, we got a camera here. He come in here, I said, yeah, I got another brother like one said, yeah, but you know, I started to give up. Fuck what you see, he's saying right here.
That's right.
You understand? And remember that the cause law, but I'm going to be a righteous law. But you know, and everything, there's a lot of two things. That the Lord should have put in a better picture. For his name, everything will be for his name's sake. You understand? But I love my brother and I love myself. And I'm so fulfilling the script here.
So basically, I was going to say to just say, you have to say too, because basically,
I tell you, like, if I get this morning, I just didn't tell him. Because I didn't want him to feel, you know, what I say, the true spirit.
So that fight we went through this morning, his brother's going to be going through that same fight, and you're going to see that same Eve who was playing, she always there for you. It's not really there for you because if she didn't understand you, she didn't know you love your brother. She didn't know that for one, she didn't understand and know that, hey, you see, your brethren, because you're always exalting your brethren is one, you laid your life for. So basically, she know that she under the brethren. She's supposed to know that she under the brethren. So basically, when she uncomfortable and she moved up a certain type of way, and you want to pick Eve, instead of your brother, then he's not part of the Lord's elect. Basically, he's not a part of the Lord's elect. Basically, you worshiping that Eve there. You don't take weeks of that Eve. Basically, he says, run, yeah, you've been in that spirit. You said, get rid of that Eve one time. He let you know, well, there's the door. You know, there's the door. If you don't like it in that way, in that form, I pay the bills in my house, or even if it's a sheep that you're staying in, you pack your shit and tell you brother, we'll be like, all these people that say, pilgrims. We'll be like pilgrims. They chop out the house. And that is spirit. You understand?
No, because I can't go watch and say, so you trying to tell me you trade your woman for your brother? That kind of, he can't.
Yeah.
You don't understand nothing, so you'll be thinking that way. But when you check his life now, when you look into his life now, he kissing butt. And she has his foot up on his head. Nigga, you doing what I tell you that what's going on?
Good.
You understand what I'm talking about? That's what the scripture says, unto you men I call and my voice is what? To the sons of men. Man up. Gird up your loins as a what? As a man. Scripture says so.
You need to say how shy is your Lord. You be the wife of your Hawashai.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, we have to obey him.
Wow, look at that. You see everything come down, come on.
If our wife, we are the Lord of our wife, if she under order, so if she out of order, then you can't obey she.
1 Corinthians 11, right? If you go into that, you got to swing your way now.
We're going to push up one time to
I want to
Brother, I want to bring all the Corinthians one time.
Well, I preach to bring out to it.
I want to bring the Corinthians. Yeah, bring the Corinthians.
Bring it to it. Let me bring this one. Alright, this is Matthew 25. Matthew 25 and verse Matthew 25 and verse 32. You see, and
now you Salakia, what you want is a dialogue. You want is a dialogue. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, this is Matthew.
Yeah. Alright.
This is Matthew 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory.
Not everyone, I'm going to say not all of them. Not women are getting active. You don't even give women votes. They go off on their own emotion. And they tell you what it is. But
She want to hear, she want to hear come from people, she want to hear.
Smooth things.
Yeah, smooth things now.
Shoot the here, you have a big one, and spark it up under the coconut tree. While you sitting to jam melody, and she spice.
Yeah,
and if she have a husband, she want a man to commit adultery.
Yeah, she
She said she gets pregnant seven times. And like, you don't know, she admitted as multiple men she fucking with.
That's pretty good. Let me continue the word.
Matthew 25 and verse 31.
That's just Eve being Eve.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Elect, right? And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Now the sheep represent the Israelite, really goes into the elect, but let me just keep it at the every level. The sheep represent the Israelites, the goats represent the heathens. But if you go further, the sheep represent the elect, and the goats represent two that ain't right. They are goat spirit in us. Though they might be Israelite, but they are goat spirit. So you do not count them as heathen. So that parable is so deep. Brother.
Verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father.
Come what?
Ye blessed of my father.
He said, Come ye blessed of my father. But who is the blessed of my father in Israel? The elect. That's what he call us. He said, Come blessed of my father. Come and eat of this good manna. Whether
inherit the kingdom.
Inherit what?
The kingdom.
Not all of Israel going to inherit the kingdom one time. Some of them have to go by the sword and come again in the right mind. Inherit it. But the elect shall inherit the earth, which is the kingdom. Well,
inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Well,
for I was hungry, and he gave me meat.
I was hungry and what?
And he gave me meat.
Bring it up for him, Howard.
Right? Matthew 25 and 35. For I was hungry, and he gave me meat. I was thirsty, and he gave me drink.
So basically, we know basically the food to symbolize a lot of things, but symbolize the word that goes back to Brother Kyle was saying, iron sharpening iron. So in a time, Brother Gandhi, you might be, sick, you have a little herb in the back, you see what them, brother. It's like a see what you know, you see what them, brother, you say, you don't want to get up. If a brother financially young, you make sure you can support them, brother. But it goes many ways. But making sure that they're looking out for your brother, and making sure that, hey, whoever you have at that time, and you can afford to apply a sister brother as your disability, you want to apply, brother, even though it's your last. Because we know as we back into someone can get the scripture with Elijah, with the woman who was baking the bread. That precept which the last loaf of flour.
Yeah.
Elijah. Kings. Because basically, she last, and we had to be in her spirit, and in our last, we in God, because basically, when you have our shit, you feeding, and you have our shit, you giving our water on too. You understand?
Now going into the men, because a precept that says, if they just give whoever give you a glass of water, they shall be assured the reward. Just a glass of water to a righteous man. That is how powerful it is. Right? See the woman who come here and she bow her head too.
She doesn't show you the spirit. The one who wanted to come and try to come with she doctrine. She would than the woman who come and just bow and go on her merry way, And I'm not sure that this put our Israelite woman supposed to be in, She walked into mothers of pearl, saving at the Lord. She bowed, hopefully Lord keep she a part of the remnant and free Brother Kahan here,
She was she wasn't argumentative neither like that one too.
Yeah, she was
That
an
teacher.
argument, yeah.
Trying to teach.
That bitch don't want to hear that bitch. That
But then let's stop that.
That is a bitch.
Yeah.
A demon. That was stress.
Yeah, but then let's stop the one in white. Then the one who jump out, you know, and then other fix yourself and still out of water. So when you find it, it's a bit it's a computer, King Salakian. You go there, Rational. Whatever there. Alright.
King 17, I believe, and 30.
Yeah, bring it on now.
They don't on the outside.
Yeah, bring it on time.
1 Kings chapter 17 and 30. And Elijah said unto her,
Reality on top now. You come right in at the points.
let's start at verse 12. And she said, As the Lord thy power liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we will eat it and die.
Alright.
And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me. And after, make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith Yahweh, power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sendeth rain upon the earth.
If she was a disrespectful and disobedient woman, right, and she didn't know, she know he was a holy man, and she disobeyed, say, what the hell are you talking about? That all be alright.
Like
I give you that.
the basic nigga woman.
Yeah.
What kind of a last cake with me? I'm trying to hear the kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's funny, what thing, eh?
Women
And for the prophets.
Yes.
That's right, you know, that is respect they had for the prophets.
But then
It is our
you know
own.
that's something called the nigga woman lip launcher. The tight she lips so, and then oh God!
There's a lot of things that can be learned from that story by itself. You understand? When I say make the little, so that I show you the little that they have. Share with your brother. The little that they can give him can help him somehow. You understand? Then it have now where he have full confidence in the Lord, because he's saying that the oil will run out, the flour will run out, go and make after. How you can say that? Because you have confidence in his Lord. So that faith, confidence, showing that the little charity you have, because the Lord has little that they have, give, right? Then after now, she did it. So she what she do? She trusts in him, which is trusting in the Lord, because if you come into this thing, you didn't come into this thing by yourself, somebody had them pull in or some video or whatever, you trust in that information, that message that was given you. You understand? That is trusting in the Lord.
I'm telling you, women was gracious, they was gracious, and they were shamefaced, they was humble, and also they had faith now, especially in the men of the Lord. But these women today, boy, it was all of
They know the place, they know the order.
Yeah.
They know the order, they know the place. And the same way too, there's the same thing with us too.
Basically Elijah leave her in that spirit exalting her about she was shy. She wasn't saying, well, Elijah way, the prophet thing. She was exalting her about the God that he's serving, power that he's serving. So he's exalting her about she was exalting her about Shimashai, and Elijah say all praise to her about Shimashai also. Because you know, hey, he feed them. You know, he feed them. And then I sure that in that time, when all of a sudden we cruise, when they come to the sea hip, you know, and we know that the Lord says shall be well. Oh, that man.
So that and that woman, and that woman, she typed in the bride.
Yeah.
She typed in us.
Yapa.
Bride of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh. Faithful to the good and good. You know what I'm saying?
That you know that he that related run he that he would run what you call again? Run the related. Yeah. So basically when she get the word, she run with it. She say, hey, yeah, one time we get whole lot. The sun belly going she belly going you know, but when they watch and Elijah leave and the you know the shadow woman peace, you know, and she go back inside, you know. she's seeing everything in abundance. And basically that is symbolizing also the kingdom of heaven. You know? So we giving out we last for the truth. We striving for the truth until death. You know? So you gotta say all that.
That very well gonna be how we gonna be
That's
in this time
right.
here with this I can't say the word, the M-A-R-K, the R-Fid, C-Hip.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lord might come down to the last.
God.
And if you have faith in the Lord, what your cruise of oil never run out.
That's right.
That's spiritual.
Yeah,
Matthew 25,
yeah.
yeah.
By the script. Because
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
When you're talking, it's correct. The scripture said
That's
the just. In that time, the just, which is the elect, are filled by the faith.
That's right, that's right. Can.
When the Lord commanding the ravens to feed Elijah,
That's right.
Is he not the same yesterday, today, and forever?
Can. So basically, the Lord, simple like you see mango shooting up from a tree. You know, you could be walking, you know, again a little small little belly little, you know, and the Lord just make about 3 or 4 mangoes fall right in front of you. Or the tree, the whole tree empty, and now the tree, you see that, and flowers on the tree. You understand? And the Lord feed you right there. You can go for a couple of days again. And then show you how the Lord gonna be dealing with the men of the Lord at that time. Because basically we ain't gonna be caring about food in that time. You know? We will focus on salvation. Then we're gonna be focused on food. That gonna be the least thing in your mind. The last thing gonna be in your mind is food and even them the last thing. It's kingdom by heaven.
And righteousness and all.
That's right. That's right.
What they're going through.
Can.
Everybody must know. And the Bible says every hair on your head is numbered.
That's
by the
right.
Lord.
What I say? Can. Because hey, we know that hey, and that was showing them giving. We all here presenting everybody as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shai, holy and acceptable, which is our reasonable service. So basically we're giving the service to the Lord. We're doing the work for the Lord. So basically we say Revelation 22 and 12. Lord come in with his reward to reward us. So basically what we're doing here, you know, the Lord watching it and hey, the angels and the Yahweh Shai, hey, they please with him. They please with him. We're back into the scripture in 2nd Ezra. When you talk about the left hand side spirit, that it appease Yahweh Shai, when they pour their it appease them, that pour the can. So basically we are pleasing we pleasing the Lord by doing the works of the Lord, presenting our body, you know, holy and acceptable, because we know that they're coming for us. We know they're coming for us, brother.
Yeah, because then the angels taking this up here.
Bring it up.
When you read down into it, so I'm not going to read down into it.
Yeah, go down into it.
It's showing you that the Lord said, when we do these things, right? Right? Yeah? Can.
And so I was still reading.
Can't believe you read it. When you finish out, go back and down into it.
Alright, Matthew 25, verse 36.
Right.
It say, verse 35, it say, I was hungry and I gave thee meat, I was thirsty and he gave me drink. I was a stranger and he took me in. Same thing as before. Right? Naked and you clothed. Right? You clothed me. I was sick and you visited me. So there's all things I had to say, brother. Right? I was in prison. Right? If our brother got in prison. And you came on to me.
So you go in prison, you disguise yourself. You disguise yourself so they come in and you have a chat already. Yeah, can.
Because this preaching, what we're doing here is basically what the scripture says, you're taking out the prisoners from the prison.
Can. Go back
When
into
in the world,
Gas
in the world, right? You're basically in prison. You're in prison by doctrines and devils and all kind of different spirits, right? And when you come into the truth, that imprisonment mindset coming off of you, the Lord taking off them shackles off of you, what they had on here, which is part of the covering cast. Because the whole world under the covering cast until they start coming to the truth. When that covering cast started getting lifted off of your mind. You understand? Because you can only heal yourself. Only when you get healed, then you can heal someone. You understand? You can't heal someone if you, in the world, you will be a ghetto scholar, trying to teach them about this and trying to teach them about that, but you already know. You understand? So when it say, I was in prison and you came on to me, you got to do the work. You come out and do the work. But I was in prison, you come out here and you preach.
Spiritually, you bring the bonds, you know, you bring the bonds and I will take it, you know, you store your back in your foot state, in that mindset, in that foot state mindset. You know,
Matthew 25 and 37.
Well,
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungry, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee?
So if he said that the righteous,
Yeah, the righteous say that.
right?
Yeah.
The righteous,
That's what the righteous saying.
right?
Saying that
That's what we are on the left hand, because there's a difference he made when he said the righteous said when the right hand.
Yeah.
The righteous will represent his right hand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The righteous said when did we do this? Because Lord telling them that they did it.
Yeah.
Basically, they did feed me by feeding their brother. They did give me by giving their brother thirst, and that goes both ways, spiritual and physical.
Can, verse 40 say, and the king shall answer and say unto them, verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, right, the same ones there, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
Can. Yeah, far. Can. Because can. So basically, as we know it, tariff on another, as the scripture says again, in what Paul say. Okay, until the time when we headed into, as the brother say, prices are everything going up. Some brothers might lose their job, some brothers might.
Yeah, and then you gotta have to be a brother speaker.
Can.
Hey, this lesson, today we didn't have to go through no set of breaking down this high mystery and high mystery. These little things there, it's more powerful than all the high mystery you could break down. Because like Paul says, do I can speak in tongue of men and angels, do I can find all the mystery that can give somebody good, and I do have charity, I do simple thing is what will get you the charity. Simple thing.
Can. So this is the book of Daniel about the affliction. Back in the dictionary they use. This is the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. And it read it saying, I could do all things through Yahushua which strengthened me.
We could do what?
It says I could do all things through
I
Yahushua.
represent the elect, right? We. I represent we. So you say I, but it's really we. We can do all things through Yahushua with what? Which strengthened me.
Can. It was 14, it said notwithstanding ye have well done that he did communicate with my afflictions. So basically, any time of trouble, any time, brothers might lose the job, brothers Eve might begin acting up and playing demon, brothers, that's basically, plagues, basically fighting up these demons in your mind, you had to communicate with the brethren. You had to come and sit down and reason with the brethren and go down into it and have brother comfort you. Otherwise, go back into iron sharpening iron. You have the meaning there, Alan? Go down into it now.
See, affliction, something which causes pain, suffering, distress, or agony.
Can.
Something that causes pain. That is what we're going into in this time.
Yeah, what should I say? Be partakers of that. If you try to duck it and try to think this. In fact, if a man try to save your life, you will lose it. You see how you can escape from the Lord? Even if you try to save your life, you will lose it. And he that loses his life of mind him will find it.
That's right.
This was a good example to when he to suffer the affliction with his people rather than to stay with Pharaoh.
Because basically Moses had it nice. Moses what the Lord had assured that the Lord directed them and step. Nobody can say, well, they are going right. And the Lord will take you wherever you have to take you.
They are prisoners for their Mashiach's sake.
Right.
Then that's because they say, be kindly affectionated to one for another.
Kindly affectionate.
One for another.
I am thinking about the precept Miss Brother.
That's like your ask. Well,
It says, in the book of 1 John, in the book of 1 John 4:19, we love him because he first loved us. If a man say, I love Yahweh, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loved not his brother, whom he had seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he had not seen?
Read it about one more time again. I'll be famous that and think that they come. I can't understand.
It's 19. If you love him because he loved us.
Right, he say, we love him because he first loved us. Go ahead,
God. If a man say, I love Yahweh and hate it, if a man say, I love Yahweh and hated his brother, he is a liar.
He's a what?
A liar.
The Lord say, call him a liar. He say, if you say love the Lord and hate your brother, you're a liar. You never see the Lord. In other words, the Lord is not a trickster, but the Lord said, but what if I try to trick on you, but you never see me? How you can begin to love me if you never really see me? But I give you a brother that you can love. The scripture says you do it to my least, you do it unto me, simple as that. Where continue with that kind of stuff?
For he that not love his brother, whom he had not seen.
Yeah, he say you loving the Lord, but you're loving it, and you can't see your brother, and you see your brother every day, and you don't love him. Come on. Continue asking.
How can he love Yahweh?
How can you love?
He had not seen?
How can you love? How can you can stand up and pray? Yahweh Shem Yahweh bless me, Lord. Lord will scorn your prayers.
And deep down inside, you're looking to fuck up your brother in some kind of way, form, fashion.
Like Malak, remember that old spirit?
Yeah, like Malak. Yeah.
Going in a brother's house and having sex with the brother's wife behind the brother's back.
And breed it, and make it commit abortion.
So the kind of crimes Malak have, you full of crimes. You ever watch anybody in the ugly?
I know.
When they start to read out the ugly.
Yeah, and then the brother still married it.
Inside the brother's house. Inside the brother's house. And that brother, and then the Lord say for that brother to use that duppy. You don't ever know duppy around.
Yeah, because basically, imagine your mother see you will see, and you are blinded that they show you that, hey, a lot of them, it's like coming to the truth was among us, but not of us.
Yes, that scripture where the characters are pull on that analogy where you now bring the analogy where you now pull out, they will say it's serious because you can't say you love Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Shemai.
You can't say you love Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Here it is. You spend a couple thousands of dollars to jump on a fucking plane, alright, to go before the apostles and elders and what have you, to bring false accusation, right? To bring false because you are second in command, right? To bring false accusations against a captain, alright? Not just to complain against a captain, but to bring false accusations against a captain, right? That is the first instance of that training, you're saying you love Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you're coming out on the highways and preaching Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, alright? But while you're doing it, in the back of your freaking head, you're watching a boy, you're watching your brother Katai, you understand?
And marking your brother.
You understand? And when they greet to them, you're bashing us, but in your head, by fuck up, by fuck you know about it, yeah?
Different mental, different, yeah.
Have men with these type of fucked up mentality.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, and then on top of that now, you get fined out. You get fined out. And you get kicked out. Because the act that he was performing, alright, was a traitorous act of high class, that it was needed for you to be excommunicated from within GMS on a whole. Alright?
So like and just hold the last one. Hold on, Shemai and what please can't say this right. Now if we in Babylon so that we can already execute the full law if it was in the days of Moses, they put Malak in front of and stone him to death.
Yeah, and stone him to death.
And stone the harlot to death too.
And then on top of that now, when you come down here now, you come down with a vengeance. You know? You come down with a serious vengeance to freaking say you're looking to destroy the foundation. Alright? That great millstone set here in Trinidad.
You and a fucking man who's smoking weed.
Yeah, right. And when you're done with that now, when you notice, well, you couldn't have break it. When you notice you couldn't have break it.
Adulterer and a fireball, yeah man, adulterer and a fireball weed smoker.
When you couldn't have break it, what you do?
Really? And they came together to mash down a man's house.
And say to form a new doctrine.
And what the thing is, right? This doctrine cannot be worked on.
Can't.
Because the scripture says if this was not of Yahweh, it would have come to naught. So the amount, they wasn't the first or the second or the third.
But they ain't be the last.
Right? So the heresy start long time. The same spirits come back here just to do their part and to go. You understand? It didn't start with them.
But the point part trying, is pursuant to the scripture that Kratos, I read it and it's a beautiful scripture, You can't say you can't say you love Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and having hatred and in your mind towards the Akim. That is something worthy of death, boy.
Yeah, because you don't have to tell a brother you hate him, If I come into your house and I just shrimp, the Bible said no man, get a scripture from my brother Rashad, no man can enter that strong man's house and spoil his goods. Your goods represent your wife and what you have. Well, mainly a wife. Yeah, no man can enter that strong man's house and spoil his goods. Well,
I think I look 11, you talking about
yeah, because that scripture comes to mind as you was expounding on that.
Yeah. See 2 John 1:6. Right? It says, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his what?
His commandments.
Yeah, adultery is a wicked, fucked up sinner. I hate adultery. You come into a brother's house, your brother have it's only as what Nathan is talking tell David, it's only little lamb. And you're going to and your eyes so low. You have all the virgins in fucking Israel, but you're going to watch the man fucking only little lamb.
See what Paul wanted that? I don't know.
David prophesied about David said, wait till the Lord, Nathan tell the prophet, David said, what do you think the Lord should do with such a man? David said, such a man should be put to death. Well, Nathan the prophet look in the eyes and says, thou art that man. I continue to read Kyle.
It says, this is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
This is the commandment that you have heard from the beginning, that ye shall walk in it. Yeah. And I'm guilty of a fucking adultery back in the world as a wicked nigga. I got guilty that I hate it. Now I'm coming to the truth. I hate that fucking sin. Like a stink sin. I hate that fucking sin. You know I hate that sin because why you want to hurt your brother? For you and your brother going on good and you go watch in peace, right? And look at hurt that brother hard, man. You want to eat from the same fucking plate that and you go hurt that brother feeling so much, right?
That is something that will push a man real bad.
But if there's niggas around the truth having that spirit, then the most I pull it and check all the sin, because the angel is not fuck all you. I hear that sin. I get furious with that sin.
The thing about it is, the nigga commit the act. I want to be straight from the topic.
Actually, that's the topic. Right? The topic is order.
What I'm saying is that the nigga commit. The nigga commit the act, and you could see in his face and in his eyes deep down that he has and shows no remorse. He don't care, because when they make the video, they make the live, and I started to pose the question to him. All right, you say the Lord done away with, so then it's not a problem. It wasn't a problem for you to go onto your own brother, and not only your brother, your student, because remember you gather these guys, alright, you gather these guys with your doctrine, and these guys become your students, alright.
So like, yeah, that's why I hate, I do hold it on, that's what that. That's why I hate carnival. And I hate soca, I hate carnival. You know why? Because carnival produces an adulterous spirit. Do you know the women leave the husband at home, go and party and commit an adultery with another man?
Yeah, but you're wine up on him, man. I mean, all them things.
Eh?
Yeah, they're wine up.
They can't watch me because they're guilty of that. They're guilty of that. You leave your husband at home to wind up on another man, and the most I go put that way you women going to be put to death in a horrifying way. Can't.
Well, yeah. So, you know, you show when I question about it, you know, you showed no remorse, right? And there's the thing here, you know, and it's not only with adultery. It are brothers who will do wicked acts, you know, to the brother.
Oh yeah,
you know,
but
and they wouldn't show no friggin' remorse.
You better work hard for your things. I can't say it might just only be adultery. I might watch your house and decide, you know, you have your little thing you work hard for over the years, so, and you cherish your little thing, and a man come in and that really scripture say be careful we invite in your house. You know?
Not every man in
So
their
like,
house.
yeah. Look for instance, IUIC. Some years back, the pocket. The pocket was taking money from the saddest man who was swindling the own brother out of his money. Nate and all of them was in that Callaloo, mixed up in that Callaloo.
Uriah.
Right?
The brother Uriah, who was with them.
Right? Well, they swindle the man out of his money and whatnot, so forth. And these niggas, right, they showed no remorse. When the man really get to see what Nate and them really dip on.
And Kanai, the man was behind
them. Kanai was the main
Bishop
man. Kanai didn't, when the whole thing blow out and whatnot, and Kanai giving the testimony of the whole situation and whatnot, and he confessing in a way like, I really don't give a fuck.
And Nate still have you as a bishop? You still Bishop Kanai?
Yeah, still Bishop.
How?
Something serious taking place.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
Spirit.
I tell you something about something going on in the country that I didn't want to come and really bring it up here. Yeah, those stick around.
You know, so if these men will show, if our brothers will show no more, but what is the picture now? Because yeah, go now.
Look at 2 Timothy 2:20. It says, but in a great house there are only vessels of gold and of silver. They are not only vessels of gold and vessels of silver, but also of wood and of earth. And some to honor and some to dishonor.
And some unto honor and some unto dishonor. And they're talking about what? When the house is talking about, alright, talking about men who in the truth here. Alright? And that goal is talking about, you know, we're talking about brothers, you know, who sincere in this truth, you know, and they're shining. They're shining with this word, they're shining with this truth. Alright, they're shining with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, but most importantly, sincerity. Well,
it says, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use.
Can't sanctified and meet for the master's use as long as he purge himself, you know, from wicked traits, wicked thoughts, wicked deeds, wicked actions.
Because if I could see, right, in the house, there were holes to the vessels, as the scripture says. Now we know the house represents the truth. In the house that David built back. But now, if it have vessels in the house, like as the scripture says, fit for the master's use. If it have vessels in the house that you're not using, what the master going to do with them?
Throw it away.
The pastor going to throw it away, throw it here and throw it there, he don't need it. But if it have vessels for use, as we know the vessel going into brethren, and it have brethren for use, he said, right, I can use Priska hand. Priska hand could edify people on the street. I can use the God can teach them how to be bold. I can use Howard know how to really bring across his point. You're fit for the master's use, therefore you're going to use it. But as soon as the master has no use to it and you become a dishonorable vessel, you get rid of it. You're not going to be welcome in the house anymore. As the scripture says, I'll just read over 21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Because basically you're prepared for the good work because you're useful.
Trimming your lamb.
Yeah.
See what?
When you say you put when I'm put yourself like I say one time. King David, say a prayer about that, you do that prayer about King David, and you serve on straight to the point, right? It say, purge me with hyssop.
Purge me with what?
With hyssop, and I shall be clean.
Yeah, hyssop, and when you look up the hyssop, Barat and I've picture on the
It's hyssop basically going to a herb, it's like it's something they used to use to like purge up.
Right, but it's clean out the inside now.
Spiritually.
And physically and spiritually. Clean out. Once the inside, so like when the inside get physically clean out, the spirit can strive now. But when you have too much of junk on the inside, and I am not guilty of that. Because the truth, go to the top of your body. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Go to the top. And you some of you brothers who working to reach out to the tops, they say by the top, you pass your brother and say, brother, they got listen, and I don't think it's right with you, pass this brother to the top. Let me do at the top. Faster to the It talks about it. Yeah.
I just finish it up and say, wash me and I shall be whiter than snow.
And the word white is what? Purity. Going into the word taha. Right? But now when you understand the purging and it's more spiritual than anything else. We know you must purge and clean out your body because you know your vessel is of the Lord. But you more the heart, more the mind. Because the scripture says that circumcise therefore the what?
The foreskin of
your heart. Which is good because yes, you could have a brother, as Chris was now saying, you could say shalom, you love our brother, you can do this, you can do that, but in your mind, it wasn't right. That's why going back into this year, which is the 1 Corinthians, it's telling you that the Yahushua was preparing we for the Passover, because you had to be in a certain mindset to be in the Passover. You had to set your mind in a perfect order. And many a week will be guilty of the years going by with Passover because you was uneducated about certain things. A lot of things you had to do to prepare yourself for the Passover. It's not a normal day.
So like that's where you have to watch the apostle videos. Continue to watch the command in Great Millstone is to watch the apostle videos. Like that direct order and command.
That's a commandment from the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord gave us the command for us to
continue in the doctrine of the apostles.
Kind of know what's the course of the
It's a miss not the discourse of the elders.
Yeah. Anyway, you go ahead.
It say, make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. And that's what the same thing just going to earlier. Right? But I believe it's Rasham to bring out the precept with the house of David, how it have to be rebuilt. Yeah. Right? Because if you get to the center, talk about the valley and dead bones, right?
Dry bones can.
Yeah, dry bones can. So that. Right? Because when he say here make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. And I was saying you asking the Lord to heal you. The same way how you ask the Lord to put you with his son, to get him on the right track. There's a prayer from David, so it's like that.
Alright, so this is Sirach 6, 7. It reads, let me see. Alright, now it's from verse 7. If thou wouldest let a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Alright? For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Yeah, you know what?
Sirach 6.
Hey, the Bible, what you mean? This Bible is so beautiful, eh? That the Bible teaches everything that they're going through in this life. Some man come around here and want to be a friend just because what you can offer.
Yes, true.
And for your own need now. But when it's his turn, he's a bitch.
Done. Yeah. Right? And this going into accepting brothers into the truth. Because and Yahushua say we call us friends, right? His friends, right? Right? So good, sorry, let's go over again. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, alright, and be not hasty to credit him. So if a guy, not just because a guy come to the camp, you know, and say, well, I get to hear the truth over YouTube and this and that, wherever the case may be, however, howsoever you get to hear the truth, you know, and he want to be among the brothers and whatnot, and he want to join the camp, you know. Back then it used to be so, where as the apostle them used to get a testimony where, you know, a boy will come, he say he get a find out about the truth, this, that, whatever, and a camp leader go throw a sackcloth on him, and before you know it, he join in a line. Alright? But when I really check it out later down the line now, it's because this brother have all sorts of freaking problems. When I say problems, you know, your wicked thoughts, you know, he doing all sorts of nonsense. Things that not becoming of a man who in the truth, who say they in the truth. You understand? So you have to try that man, you know, you have to test that man. You know, test his loyalty then to stay in our boat. Alright? So
I don't like Prince Wani, but I say, I know they don't like Prince Wani, but that line where you sing, one of his songs, you say it's like when you make a friend, you have to check your resume, make sure and be straight first now before you actually tell them your secrets and all them things.
Done. So it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. Don't be quick to credit him and yeah boy, I'm a real veteran. Yeah, he's a real man of the Lord. Yeah?
Because like simple like the one who the car from the brother camp. You know, when how he was well, he was sincere.
Right.
And he was well there. And they was shocked when the brother went off. And
he want to go back into the world because he want to be this big artist. And
if I come now and say in an interview saying that he got a setback, so basically saying the truth was a setback for him in his music career.
That brother came around the truth but had a spirit a lot wife on him. His heart was back in Saddam.
We name to who was amongst us to Gramazone. Yeah,
he's not Cesaria, Gramazone.
Right?
Yeah,
Gramazone is one.
You know, so like here, Cesaria from the ISU became one thing he said, and you know, it kept him in mind, even though we had disagreed with the doctrine, but one thing he was saying, he said, I was named Cesaria, don't just be easy to call him the name of brother than name. But you had to earn that name. because I throw that name on Gramazone, and instead of he live up to the name, the man just become Gramazone.
I have a quick precept here. A quick one.
Well, now,
This question 1:1. They say, believe, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits. Try the spirits, right? So let's be quick to like one who come up as was the soldier. Right? Yeah.
You aspire now.
There's plenty of around aspire there. You know, you could be watching that like a chariot riding.
Can. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of power, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
So that false direction coming and play the spice in the camouflage in the stuff you can see.
And what the Lord say to be continual with that holy man who thou knowest to keep the commandments. You understand?
Right? So it says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, which is his own benefits, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
An affliction. Basically, he's telling you, he
go on your own, yes?
your own, yes, I go on it. I'm breaking a stone, I home, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And you see.
Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
God.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Basically, you know, they didn't show you that it wasn't rooted and grounded.
Can.
You know, brother.
But in thy prosperity he he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends. Right? Right? Yeah? Separate yourself from your enemies, all right, and take heed of your friends. Take heed who are amongst you, because there are people who are amongst you, all right, that is not for you.
So basically like a food there. But I'm my best cousin.
Yeah.
My brother from since I'm molested. Then you can say it's small. You don't know you need, but you still studying. I'm my best cousin. I'm my blood brother. I'm my sister. She really loves me. And my father, you really
You scripture say, man,
nah.
food, you have to do now.
So that's going to be a video on that. So basically,
I can say something. Yeah.
what
Yeah, say bring everyone to the house and your apostles always talk about that to apostle the cat. Say when it's something you bring in the house and you got
You want to experience with that?
I had experience with that.
Yeah, that?
Right? Yeah, like in the house, yeah. So I can have one inside my house and then going back and talk about this and that. You know? Yeah.
Scripture say, man like that, you can be faceless.
You know, and there is situation here, you know, when having guys like that, you know, and guys like that, you know, with that, you know, they're lacking, you know, the credentials, you know, they're lacking the credentials of being a man of the Lord, all right, and a big part of that credential is charity, and you know, the brotherly love and what have you, but most importantly, order.
That's right.
Right? Because if Malak was possessing such credentials, he wouldn't have to go against the order. All right, to jump on a plane and go to Babylon to try to offset. To try to throw
Over 3 camp leader.
Yeah, he can't play that. Alright? And that's what the scripture say again, never trust thine enemy. Alright? Because when you go down into that scripture, I talk about the scripture say set him not next to thee. Because you know when you do that, he go look to overthrow you. Alright, and yes, we just bring that out to Esau Edom. You know, considering break it down concerning like the traits of Esau Edom and whatnot. But you have to understand is this. Well, yeah, I was trying to tell these wicked Israelites, ye are of your father the devil, alright? And the lust of your father you shall do, because he was a liar from the beginning, whatnot, so forth, you know? Right?
That's right.
And so we're showing you that some in you niggers, carry the spirit of Esau Edom.
We are baptized with His Spirit.
When you're baptized with Esau's spirit, so you can't have them next to you.
Even to back up because it do have precepts that Paul the say enemies too. They say love thine enemies. But then we're talking about Esau and them.
But
the Lord didn't call your wife a fucking enemy.
But the Lord,
You can see that is my enemy.
so like the Lord even quote, but the Lord, when you read Isaiah 1, I can't remember the exact verse, but when the Lord say, I will ease me of mine enemies.
And I talk about it, don't
And I own people. So what that shows you, right? If the Lord talking about the old people and showing, hey, I will ease me of them who is my enemies. Alright? What that shows you that it have amongst you Shalom. It have those who are amongst you, you know, that is the enemy. Right? I'm sure you must come on next camp, you know, because you either GOCC or because you infringers, you know.
I think
Well, now.
I think he had already Wi-Fi.
WFI?
Yeah, WFI in Trinidad.
I didn't even know WFI was in Trinidad, and I was gone till. But anyhow, let Yakal go and what we wanted us to bring out for the longest while now. Then bring it out. Well, now.
1 Corinthians 11, and I'll start from the top.
Go ahead.
It say, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Yahushua.
Right? Be and like Paul set in an order, they be followers, right? Be followers of me, as I also am a follower of Yahushua. So he's showing it, hey, Just all they follow me because I follow in Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai, he following who? He following Yahweh.
So that's the first words was showing order.
Can't.
Because men might say, hey, men pleasing, thing, but the apostles and elders are doing things so they got them order, but Yahweh Shai order when them give a decree and them say certain things to be there, Yahweh Shai.
That coming from Yahweh Shai.
You understand?
But you ain't go see the Lord come and tell you that, so he used a vessel. Which is Apostle Taha, that the vessel he used in.
When they said something there, right? They say a key would be man pleaser. What shall I call me?
A man pleaser.
A man pleaser, but you're calling me a man pleaser because I sticking with the apostles and the elders.
You're sticking with what you have learned.
Right, I sticking with what I have learned. But where you know?
Shame.
Where you know?
Shame coming.
Where you know?
But you had straight.
Where you know? Go ahead, right?
It says, "Now I praise you, brethren."
That's all.
It said, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you."
Somebody go into that word ordinances.
The root word is order. But
Go into it. Go into that word ordinances, Baba Kosha, Baba Kosha, Baba Kosha.
Go back into 1 Corinthians and see what I will say.
Ready? Well, bring up. I don't stick with it.
Somebody give me 1 Corinthians 1.
Authoritative direction.
Authoritative direction. So when you go into authority, it goes into authority. And the ones who in authority, they just set the rules, the regulations, and what have you, so forth.
Romans 15.
Yeah, but one stick, little simple. Yeah.
No.
One lower down.
No, the Romans 15 type of verse 1. Let every soul be
subjected unto the higher powers. Alright, so.
Yeah.
Right?
I think in our second
Direction, decree, or command.
Right, or command. Alright, which goes into a command is an order. Alright, when you're in the military, alright, and your sergeant or your lieutenant or your captain or what not so forth, they tell you well, you know, they give you a tactic, you know, or a mission to go on accomplish and what not so forth. Alright? Sometimes, you know, the mission you might too like it, you know, or they might give you a detail to go and handle, right? They might tell you, all right, well, here we're going on all the action, you have to go and empty out all the shit. Because that is go on, you know. Yeah, that is go on.
Basically.
And you mightn't like it, but and they might want to kick up by they go say, hey, that is our order.
So like remember me and you were talking the other day? Right now we should clean up.
We clean up all this shit right now.
So you have a shimmy or shy.
You understand? And that's the order.
The amount of shit, neat shit.
all these other camps,
Generally hard
Christianity,
and there's all this shit
right? Egyptology. Yeah. All them things is shit, and you know we had to come and now clean up all that shit now.
From our people.
You understand? Because the mind full of it.
Right, it says, I'll read it over from verse 2, it says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and you keep the ordinances that I deliver them to you. But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh."
Order. A full order. Right? It's a full order. Right? That's what it is there. A full order. So, you can't go against the order. You know, you have to keep that order. And everything, you know, within the camp, alright, within your life and all too, you know, you have to keep a certain order. Alright, but
I want to know, I jump into verse 18.
yeah,
because
but
we did it order, right?
yeah, you do it thing, yeah.
So it says, verse 18, it says, for first of all, no, 17, it says, now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that ye come together not for the better, but for the worse.
Can't.
Because at the time we
Time that you know, they know we rest. They know we rest. You
Yeah,
know?
because every worst time coming up and you had to get it right, you know.
Can't.
You can't be staying in your wrong, you had to get it right.
Well,
It says, for first of all, when ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you.
Right? So that spirit was all Satan is there that Paul always had division. This one can't agree with that one and that one can't agree with that one. Go ahead.
And I partly believe
Yeah,
it.
man.
It says, and I partly believe it.
Well, Paul said I partly believe it because I've been preaching his gospel unto you. I've been writing letters unto you all. Go ahead.
For there must be also heresies among you.
So some break that down for them, please. Go ahead.
for there also be what?
Heresies among you,
Uh-huh.
that they which are proved may be made manifest among you.
Can't. Alright? It will be made known among them concerning these heresies. Alright, because when you go to the book of Acts, alright, there's a scripture in the book of Acts where Paul himself was saying, bear with me, I wonder if I didn't highlight that boy. Where he say, you know, the time will come where he said, you know, the time will come. Yeah, there's Acts 20 and 29. He says, for I know this, that's not the Acts. Yeah, the Acts 20, 29 reads, for I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flocks. Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them.
So we had Managan, we had Malak and Dibba and Small Quam and
Shapa and all of them.
and all of them decided to preach their own thing and believe and they seduced one or two unstable brothers who wasn't rooted and grounded and believe me, and the Lord said, you know what? Let all the ones that the weak ones that the little bad apples, let them go the way.
And another thing, these guys, you know, starting with the head, which is Shapa. Alright? Shapa, right? He didn't want it to no longer be under that order.
Actually, he didn't want to be no camp leader.
Yeah, he didn't want to be authority.
He find the Lord put a yoke on his shoulder. You understand? Now Rahib, the blood of Rahib is upon them men and them hands. His blood is upon their shoulder, you know. But the brother prayed that you as a lieutenant may carry on the works. Now the Lord raised up Rahib to carry it on.
Right? So, brother,
Right? We're continuing. Verse
That means
20.
you never, hold on, that means you never did love your brother. Like the whole high, you know, that means you never did love that brother.
And basically,
You take that Passover with that brother, and you don't take that Passover like, you know, like actually that Passover had the relevance.
That's what it's going into.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? Verse 20, it says, when ye come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Lord's Supper. And that Lord's Supper is what they would have called it before. Right? Known as the Passover, but they would have called it the Lord's Supper. Right? Because why you say it's not to eat the Lord's Supper? Because it didn't just come to eat. It didn't just come to drink. Everybody's smiling and happy, and who eating and who drinking, and men getting drunk and falling down, and it had things like that going on. And it had to be stopped. Right? The Hawashai had to let them know, hey, you didn't just come here just to eat and drink and lime. Because there had times in the days of Josiah, and other men who hold big Passover on snow, baby.
Yeah.
You understand where look get all these sort of lamb and you know it would have men who party in that kind of way. And that had to be stopped.
That like Sakari the other day.
Come, these are the comes. They want to have Passover talent show and Passover
Sakari and I see
Passover, what do you call it? It's a fashion
concert,
show.
yeah,
You
fashion
don't walk
show,
around
yeah.
with the best garments
Yeah,
and looking
yeah.
nice and posing, and that's not what it's about. You're not trying to let you know, hey, that time was serious. That time was to remember me. When I go in and die.
The apostle could make a video.
And Salak, yeah?
Men who merchandise now.
Yeah, sell other merchandise.
Yeah. You all watch that video?
Yeah,
That was a Yapa video.
Yeah.
And I read the post, I said, what? I said, look how the spirit of the Lord has to search out things faster than that.
And you know what that go back into? With these guys, that go back into friggin' selfishness. Selfishness.
Elder man Zachba say you're not born again. Right? Because here it is on a somebody, you doing things that the worldly people doing. So what's the difference between you and a Negroid in the world? It's a none.
Right? Verse 21, it says, for in eating everyone taketh before other his own supper, and one is hungry and another is drunken. So you see, basically, you don't come together to eat, don't come together to drink. That's not the mission.
If you come in before the Lord's table as a glutton, in the spirit of a glutton, then you better leave the Passover, you better go outside, stay outside.
You come Passover
Allow the
hungry
Lord's
just to
ceremony
grab
to go
lamb
on.
and grab you come Passover hungry to grab lamb and grab thing. You eating bitter herbs like you love it because you hungry. You come to drink wine to get drunk. You know drink out here. You are a refill. That is not what we come here for. Understand?
Well, the scripture say if you're hungry, hey, the scripture say if you're hungry, stay at home. Stay at home. Paul said that.
That's the same thing here.
Well, so like,
That's the same thing here, right?
So like here because hold it water better because there is that's why you know because you have a shy and all too. He draws some references, you know, concerning you know, it had people who was coming to Yahweh Shai just because they know they're gonna get a free meal, you know.
Bread and fish.
Bread and fish.
Yo, Shai bring it down. Yeah. Yo, Shai say the feel following me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feel following me because of the road.
Yeah,
For the belly.
the full fucking belly.
The belly. So that was basically these men from other camps. These men from other camps doing using the house shine name to full the belly. So all the merchandise and all this stuff go there.
so like to prove that what I was saying is true. When they bring the Lord before Pilate, and Pilate actually question who should be free, Barabbas or they say free Barabbas and take him, meaning there was never for him. It's all about what nigga, it's all about what they could gain in it. That's why they will all will take this. They all gonna take this because they like the belly.
To the O, to the T, to the B.
Go ahead now,
They like the belly.
Verse 22.
So like, yeah?
No, I say going back with the same scripture we're reading Sirach 6.
Yeah. Correct is right. But go ahead.
Right, verse 22, it says, what have ye not houses to eat and to drink in?
So you can't eat home? You
Yeah,
can't eat home and can't drink home?
You can kill a whole lamb and eat and enjoy yourself home, but you would come, the Lord Passover, they are serious. You know, something with the Lord pour through solemn feast through all generations.
Yeah.
You know, even to this very day, coming to March in next month. You know, it's a serious timing where we know the Lord lay life for us. You know, all the captivities we went through. You know, this is not play thing. This is a serious thing.
The scripture says he that eateth or drinketh this thing unwillingly drinketh on himself damnation.
That is what it says.
Go ahead. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it.
It says, verse 22 again, it says, what have ye not houses to eat and to drink in? Or despise ye the church of Yahweh?
And what Paul is doing there, Paul rebuking them from a side.
And shame them that have not. What shall I say unto you? Shall I praise you? In this I praise you not.
Yeah, I praise you not. If you have leaven, or if you preach some false doctrine, or if you have a problem with the order in Great Millstone, if you have a problem with the authorities over you, this Passover is not for you. Leave it out. I beseech you that you should leave it out.
Yeah, so you don't have houses to eat or to drink. If that is your sin, if you can eat home, if you can drink home.
Because you will be eating and drinking damnation unto yourself.
Right, verse 23. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Yahushai, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. So this, as it going into again, is a day that the Lord was betrayed. That's why I remember the Lord was betrayed that night.
And then you might be the same nigga going to be betrayed the men of the Lord again. You might be the same Judas.
Can't.
But you have a problem with everything for because you have a Jesus spirit.
Can't, because what the Apostle Paul really going into here is the mindset in which we should be coming to the Passover. Because I remember the Passover in Exodus 12 would have been described a certain way. Right? Exodus 12 tell you the 14 days, whatsoever and so forth, go and get the lamb and do this and do that. But when you read here now, Yahushua became that Passover.
That's right.
The scripture say Yahushua is our Passover.
Shook him up.
Right? That we should know when you go in the Passover, remember Yahushua, he is the sacrificial lamb. He's the one who made a sacrifice for us.
Ultimate
sacrifice for us, and it's his blood. So when you're eating the body, you're drinking the blood. You understand?
Tears coming out of your eyes.
You should be thinking
sorrow,
like that.
we have spirit of sorrow.
That's why brothers rushing to say Salakia and this and trying to make it right. Because you have to make yourself right. You understand?
And the thing about it is Salakia, not only because it's the Passover, not only when it's Passover, they try to make it right with that brother. And that was some Akiam, this guy twisted with you know. Not just because Passover coming up, alright, or because it's Passover, you know, that you should whenever the Passover coming up, and if I ever offend you, I'm still here, boy, because no better man. You're supposed to have that conscience, you know, about you know, in making it right with a brother. Yeah, wrong.
Rapido. That's why Paul said, let brotherly love continue.
That's why me and our brother was talking, and he was like basically explaining the whole truth of that Passover. Because throughout the whole truth, you had to be thinking like this. So they come in the truth, the scripture say what? You learn and you study, offend less. So now you offend less, you understand why you offending less, because you don't want to hurt him with that feeling. You don't want him to be thinking no way about you, and you don't want to be thinking no way about him.
So which means is what? So which means is what? You know you're practicing there? You're practicing etiquette. You know, in how you treat a brother, how you think about a brother. The actions, you know, you put forth, you know, in support of our brother.
But within you practicing etiquette, there is always order. Because now there's men who is in an authoritative position where you know, as a brother in the camp, you're fucking up. And a man in authority, which is the camp leader or someone under him, putting you in a position to correct you. You have to take that correction, because that's basically your brother showing you something. If it is he coming to tell you something off, then you know that is not love. But if your brother correcting you to show you something right, that is love. He's trying to show you something right.
What you can say, it goes from the head to the very last stage. So it goes from brother Nagat to the very last brother in this camp.
Because as a you know, when with order, with order, you know, with order, the griping goes up. Alright, the griping and the subordination goes up. The subordination, it don't go down. Right? Whenever if the how the hell the major could be subordinate to the captain. The captain subordinate to the lieutenant subordinate to the sergeant subordinate to the corporal subordinate to the lance corporal, and the lance corporal subordinate to the private. What sense that making?
It doesn't make sense.
That ain't making no sense.
That means the whole thing back to front.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what Esau did.
Yeah, but I should not say correct is right.
That's what Esau did.
God.
He was in that put the children on top of the ruling the mothers,
Yeah.
ruling the father, and then we forsake Yahushua.
God.
So you see, that is how that's what the devil.
And as long as he set it so, we lose the direct contact for the Lord.
But Esau still is a hypocrite, because he said it so, but if you're in here and you do some shit, you get what do you call it?
Court martial.
Again court martial.
Sending you home, you might get kicked out the army, you might get imprisonment.
You might get imprisonment 11 weeks, you might send it 11
But now
weeks
in
to
the
serve
Lord's
prison
army,
time.
men want to be insubordinate. Men want to be not following orders. In the Lord's army, which is the greatest army in the world.
Right,
You understand?
You must follow orders. You must follow order. You must do our GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp, along with all the other camps out there, but I had to deal with myself first and my camp here. There is a divine order structure that the Lord put for us. Started with myself, the lieutenant, the sergeant, and all the brothers going down. We must follow that order.
Right?
You understand?
Now continue.
Brother.
It says, and when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. So we have to remember, we have to know this in remembrance of Yahushua. You understand?
Not remembrance of yourself.
Or there's another day to eat. You're coming to eat lamb. Right?
That morning?
Yeah. I'm
coming just now.
Well,
right? So it says, after the same manner, he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. So this is where the New Testament starts. Even the Apostle Paul, he say, oh, my ways to be directed. I wish his ways could have been directed to do righteous, meaning that in the new covenant, we're going to be programmed to do right. Every one of we in the shoot, the Lord programming we to do right now, because that's why the Lord Yahushua say it is in his blood. So as long as you're under Yahushua, yes, you're in the flesh, but you're taking the first step into being into the new covenant. You're not under the new covenant as yet, because we still don't teach.
yeah.
But it's within Yahushua. You understand? So that's why you know you're going to have an entrance in through Yahushua. That's the only way we have an entrance in. You understand? So continue it.
Easy door.
Easy door. And Yahushua even said, he said, I stand at the door. I knock. That's rough paraphrase, but if somebody get it, please say,
you see people like stand at the door, knock.
and I knock. But if you let him in, that's into your mind.
Any man shall
You
open
understand?
If any man open, I was coming and sup with him,
Can.
he with me.
So you see where going into. It said, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as often as ye drink it in remembrance of me. So this is like the brother say, this is not only Passover, but all the time. As often you remember the Lord, you know you keep the Lord in remembrance, you remember it and do what the Lord say all the time. You understand?
So the scripture says, like, if you turn to my list, you turn to me. You understand? Remember your brother, love your brother like yourself. Always have divine love. A divine order produces divine love.
I'm a quick precept there.
Yeah, go ahead.
On there, it's Romans 12 and verse 9. It reads, let love be without dissimulation.
What?
Let love be without dissimulation.
Somebody in dissimulation going into separation.
Pretensiveness and
Defensiveness,
guile.
yeah.
Let love be without
And
dissimulation.
I want now say earlier on, that was say earlier on.
Yeah.
Alright. It have men, alright, it have men here. And when I say here, I ain't talking about in this lineup here. Right? But you know, in the truth on a whole now, boy, you know, it have men, they say the greeting here shallow arm. Alright? They say the greeting here shallow arm, big hug, this, that, the other. Alright? But deep down in the freaking mind, boy.
Got evil in it.
You know why they consider them fellas? Why they say about them people like that so? The mind, it stink like the shit. Yeah, I telling you, the mind stink like the shit.
Like the wicked scribe and Pharisee.
Can.
Yeah, you don't tell you put out 11 in your
Can.
mind.
Yeah.
You understand? Because
Put out that 11. 11 is sin, you know.
can. Hating
And
your
the
brother.
of sin produce what? Death.
Hating you. It are brothers out here. I telling you, it are brothers out here. Alright, they would envy the old brother because the brother managed to achieve something. You know, the brother managed to
When it's supposed to rejoice with
yeah,
your
when
brother.
it's supposed to rejoice with the brother. Like when Managon was in the camp and he had just got a vehicle, I was happy for him, boy.
I rejoice with the brother too.
I was happy when he did get, because you know why I watch it? Nagad get ease up now.
Okay.
Because remember, Nagad has to go and drive all over the place to drop off brothers. You understand? I show you, I say, yeah, boy, but Nagad get ease up now. Well, look now, yes, easy man. I glad yes to get your vehicle. You understand? So now, So now the brothers could get to reach home. You understand? The guy they really have to go down central. You understand what I'm showing you?
The Lord made a way there.
Can if any brother in this camp here, look Howard, I'll be glad if Howard could fix up Betsy. You understand? Yeah, fix up Betsy.
But
and on top of that, the boat. Because sometimes you just get a little problem with the boat and whatnot, so forth.
Yeah.
You know, he get you.
The last time it take me to the island.
You understand how I'm showing you?
Yeah. So then we rejoice with the brother, and the Lord bless the brother with that.
I can't vex Howard. You understand? I can't vex Howard get two boats. Let me say Howard get two boats. I question on Howard because he had two boats. He died more money than for he. Well, now sir, if he go and fix up Betsy, and on top of that, get our next patrol to move it.
And he said the things so you know right.
Yeah, because just to add to that, you know, basically, because only thing again, basically, you're gonna lose because when you CBDC roll out and everything to digitalize, how you gonna fucking move around, or how you gonna dance with all these vanity because we know all these things is Motor Rust, that's correct. You put your trust in them shit.
When done.
Yeah, right, we are done.
Romans 12. Romans 12 and verse 9, it says, let love be without dissimulation. Sensitiveness or guile, right? Abhor that which is evil, cleave that which is good.
Right there, abhor that which is evil and
what evil, that which is good.
Cleave that is good, meaning hate the evil and love the good.
Shai said it, he said, the Lord will not leave me alone because I do always that which pleases him. Right? So you had to know what pleases the Lord.
Yeah, but brotherly love is the Lord for sure. Verse 10 says, be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love.
You should be kindly affectionate one to another with what?
Brotherly love.
With brotherly love, well, love him, but I say love yourself, boy.
So like, yeah, I want me to say brotherly love, you know, don't come to we, yeah man,
brother. Yeah.
Don't come to we with no stubbornness. When we correcting you all, alright, you are a camps and whatnot, when we correcting you all with your heresy. Alright, with your heresy and you know, being raven and wolves and whatnot, coming with your doctrines and what have you. And when we rebuke you all and reproof you all coming with like a bunch of emotional bitches with your panties all rolled up in a bunch. You understand? Y'all only on hate. Y'all ain't showing no brotherly love. Y'all only on hate and y'all on division. Like for instance, one body. Them master do that shit.
He said, with the Wi-Fi, instead of getting the feelings, instead of go against harlots, instead of harlots, they go in the good to sleep with the harlots and oh yeah, nasty and but basically the women can basically basically women nearly let's talk about it, we could only inherit harlots as wives. So basically don't feel that.
But these brothers in Wi-Fi here, you heard harlots, you can niggas, could you put your block on your head on a block for your fucking wife?
Bring the token of virginity.
God,
Bring the token of virginity for your wife.
And did you make your wife a virgin?
Come on.
Bring the token of virginity.
God.
And here and another thing too, you brothers, I mean, you're young brothers. I'm not saying this under no hatred or no exhortation. But if you brother just take time to listen to your elders, you will be able to see.
That's right.
Listen to the man of experience talk, man.
God.
Right up on the same precept, we talk about exhortation. But some brothers do something about exhortation and others. But they want ministry and a role, right? A gift. Right? So
what now?
So let me continue here. Romans 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Right? Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit.
Not slothful in business and fervent in what?
In spirit.
And you're going to be fervent in spirit, meaning you're on the battlefield and your fire never out then. You're always on fire for the gospel. Well,
and serving the Lord.
Serving the Lord.
Right? Rejoice in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer.
Continue what?
Instant in prayer.
Yeah.
Right? Not only for yourself, but for your brothers. Distributing to the necessity of saints. Right? So distributing for the necessity of saints. Given to hospitality. Right? Bless those that which persecute you, bless and not curse. Rejoice with them that do rejoice. Is what he's talking about when brother get a car, brother. Right? Rejoice with them that do rejoice. Weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind.
Be of the what?
Of the same mind.
Don't say, but be of the same mind. You have to be of the same mind. So when just pause for a little 2 minutes, bring out the scripture. 1 Corinthians 10, fast, so we'll get that scripture out of there.
And this is the book of 1 Corinthians.
Chapter 1, verse 10.
Yeah.
1 and 10.
Right.
Reads, now,
You don't speak on another.
now I beseech you, brethren,
Now I beseech you, brethren. The beseech means to beg. Right? I beg you, brethren. Well,
that by the name of our Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai Yahushua,
right, by the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Hamashiach, well,
that ye all speak the same thing.
that we all speak the what?
Same thing.
So we cannot be in unison, Mekwam and you and Amos and all the rest of the brothers in that time. I never say this with no mal feeling towards you all. I just saying it through the Spirit of the Lord. We cannot be in unison until all decide to speak the same thing. You understand? I can't be. We call these brothers, but how is brothers how you will be my brother's keeper? When I know for a fact this is this is the mark of the beast. Wow. This is the final one of the final prophecy.
Yeah.
And then my brother. And then you come in and telling me no, it's what is sense.
But they're setting you up for fucking death.
Yes, you don't love me. I don't love you.
You're setting you up for fucking
You
death,
take me
boy.
back, and you took me back. You see what? If all of them.
Whoa.
What is that?
Yeah. And that there be no division among you.
And there be no what?
Division among you.
And there be no division among you. But why is division? Because brothers only leading on their own understanding. The scripture says, lead not on your own understanding. And listen to the voice of experience. That's all you have to do.
That's right.
Yeah, you have more on that?
Yes, God,
Right.
But that perfectly join that. But that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind.
In the
as
same
in
mind.
the
How we
same
have the
judgment.
same, right? In the same mind, in the same judgment, right? Like executing the word of God. So, like now, I don't know, Allah's all now understanding the scripture. That all the time the apostles trying to tell you, you're trying to be in unity with these brothers and them, and these brothers are not in unity with you.
You're not in unison.
You should be in unison with Great Millstone. Because we're not saying something different than what you say where the MOTV is concerned. We're saying the same thing. You understand? But the scripture says pride goes before what? Destruction. So if you all don't repent of your pride, the Lord will destroy you all. That's how it goes. Now, who?
As I finish off here, all right. A little bit more, right? Yeah. Right, you finish that?
Yeah,
Let me jump back in. Romans 12 and verse 16. Be of the same mind one toward another, right? Mind not high things.
Mind not what?
Mind not high things.
Yeah, and mind not high things. You agree, as you say that, as you read that, mind not high things. You know, we're going to be going through a lot of high mysteries today. And this little gospel here covers a multitude of
Sin,
sin.
yeah.
Well,
Can mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate.
well,
Be not wise in your own conceits, which is going back to the same thing. So when them brothers come on them the other camps too.
Yeah.
Their own understanding.
yeah, lean not on your
Yeah, your own
understanding.
understanding. See?
And listen to the voice and experience.
And verse 12 is the take. People share 12 is the take ye brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart or an unbelieving, then departing from the living power. Read that over again, Salafia. Hebrews 12 and 3 and 3 and 12. It says, take ye brethren, listen, least, understand, what? Lest there be in you, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. In departing from the, and whether you know that we're not departing from the living power, going into departing from order.
God, basically,
How plain that could be?
Say,
How much more plain that
say take heed. Meaning that you need to listen to that focus. Because if you don't, right, as Paul going into this, why going into a little bit, it say that you become sickly. And that sickness and mental sickness. You gotta start to think about, you gotta believe in all kind of different things.
And I don't believe it. And what they don't do there, they don't put in a spiritual plague on your mind. And a reprobate mind. You avoid understanding no more. You can't understand the gospel no more. Look what man are going reach to. He reach up and he forget all about how the streets go. They don't actually take the Holy Spirit away from you. And that's a scary thing. Anybody have who have you doing? You're going to bring the scripture.
Romans 13 and 1, they say, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but the power of Yahweh Shai.
Go ahead.
The powers that be ordained from God.
He said the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Yeah. Even Esau authority that was set up here, as the Yahweh Shai meeting sick for us, we had to, hey, what did the Lord tell Daniel? He said, now go and serve Nebuchadnezzar. I set him up. Jeremiah only prophesied to Judah and tell him to all go fall by the sword of Nebuchadnezzar. He said, but the Lord set him up. He said, he tell the king of Judah, he said, listen, surrender to the supremacy of Nebuchadnezzar, and God put him there. So this demon that is in power right now, even though we cursing him out, but the Lord paying him away. That's what the Lord say, if you had to pay a tax, if you had to do that, do it. And unto God, the things that I want, unto God, quick, can. Continue that, continue. That's a beautiful thing.
It says, whosoever therefore resisted the power.
No, hold on. Let me go and then come back to you. Go ahead. Read.
It says, whosoever therefore resisted the power.
So whosoever resisted the power or the ordinance, go ahead.
Resisted the ordinance of the Most High.
Resisted the what?
The ordinance of the Most
High. But nigga don't make this thing out, it is written. Go ahead.
And they that resist shall receive themselves damnation.
And they that resist whatever the Lord set up and you resist it, you will receive what? Damnation, which is destruction. Well,
some sort of destructive judgment.
Well,
for rulers are not a terror to good works.
Now the rulers, are we talking about in the truth? That the rulers are not a terror to good work. If you're doing good in the truth, there will be a terror unto you. And even Esau kingdom at all, if you pay your bills and do what you're supposed to do and get what you're supposed to do, anything like that, they can't do nothing. Anyway, basically the Lord said, but they can't touch you. Because you go according to the order.
So that's it, say don't be a slouch in the truth, pay your bills. Pay all your bills.
But this year, we saying they are not onto good work, they are terror.
They're not a terror.
Read it over again.
Yeah, it says for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil.
But to evil, which means what? These people, this order, you know, Yahweh set up, they were quite concerned with Esau. He didn't set it up for good works. He set it up for evil. He set it up for you to stay in order. If you go out of order, it's going to be a destruction. You know, so according to what God say, you know, if you do what you're supposed to do, you pay your bills, you be a law-abiding citizen, as they say.
Until he comes.
You're in good hands, you know. You know, the Lord will keep you in good hands.
Like what he tells Daniel, he says, serve Nebuchadnezzar and serve him like he was serving me.
As the patience and the faith of the saints. They go back and say, the patience, why? Because we know we under this devil as our ruler. Right, we patiently serve them. You know, even the elder apostles of man all talk about certain things. You know, that's why they men have experience too. They build up experience. But they were wrong in certain things in the truth too. And he said, came up. Sometimes you had to take the low, right? You take the L because sometimes they're right, you know. But at the end of the day, in that situation, you take the low. Eventually, let the Lord lead the Lord to do His work. He will do His work.
How much more pain could you?
Yeah, can.
Go ahead. You done there? Hold on. About 2 more verses.
Yeah. Will thou then not be afraid of the power?
Well,
Do not which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
well.
For he is the minister of the Most High.
Now we're coming back to the preacher man now. Now we're coming back to the man of the Lord now. Now we're coming back to the apostles and the camp leader and however it goes. But he's the minister of the what?
Of the Most High
Well,
to thee for good.
for good.
For if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
Be afraid of that man. Because why?
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
What sword? I don't know. The Bible, the bearing of the word of God in vain. You mean that if that brother had to correct your heart, he would have to take correction. Like my elder brother Bukan, if he listens to the video, he could pass testimony and he can't thank you. I get reproof. I get reproof my heart. But it was for my correction. It was for my correction. I had to take reproof. But to endure hardness as a what? A good soldier. We just repeat this thing to ourselves. We have to take it into consideration. Because if the day you tell yourself, you see me in my food and I gone, what will happen to you? The Lord, that's why the Lord tell Peter, he said, listen, Peter, Satan want to sift you from the truth. You understand? Yeah. But you had to be faithful. You had to go down to the nitty-gritty with the Lord.
Your hardness as a good soul, yeah.
Yeah, Paul said, I have run the race, I have fight the good fight, I have set my course. He said, now what? The price awaits me. What Paul, you know what Paul said? In all what he going through this truth, he said he kept his eyes on the prize, right, which is the kingdom of heaven. He know you have a crown waiting for him. Yeah, because because the Lord said why? Because no man will that no man will take your crown. Because no man take your crown, boy. Go down to the end and say, no man.
For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Right, the Lord put it in the Bible in that man's hand to execute wrath upon that brother who be disorderly. Well,
wherefore ye must needs be subject not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake.
Yeah, because you deep into your conscience, you know you're doing wrong, you know you disrespect the brother, you know you're not supposed to talk against the elder. Lock off. End that story. Well,
it says, for this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are powers, for they are the Most High's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. It says, render therefore tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor.
So we know that is another that. So we don't know what it is already. I mean, and this is not to rebuke no, but this is not to put out the thing. This is to build up your faith. Everybody now, as we listen, GMS prophet vibration is this. Everybody know the function in the camp, in this camp. Everybody know the function in the camp. Everybody know the function in this camp. And how we supposed to function in order, with equity, with unity, with brotherly kindness, with love. And one thing I would say, let patience possess your soul. Everybody in this camp here, let patience possess your soul with one another. Sometimes if it seems hard at certain time, but let patience possess your soul. You understand? And keep your eyes on the prize. Not on brother no God, on the prize. Can anybody
I want to bring out Yara. And then you call I want you to close. That's not what you hold.
Take ye brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from different power. Say, but exhort one another daily, while it is called today.
Exhort one another daily, you know. Fill up our brother, you know. Give him good words, you know. Give him correction where needs be, but not so forth, so forth. But build up our brother as well, no? Really, brother,
it's not about exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
wow.
For we are made partakers of Hamashiach, so we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
So the same zeal they had coming into the truth, you was eager to learn, eager to do your best and put off, you know, the thing that you had to put off to come into the truth. It's the same zeal they had to have now. Because we coming to the end. You have to be even more zealous. You understand?
You have a picture?
I don't finish encouraging. I don't bring this.
So like here. Go ahead.
Right, this is Hebrews 13 and 17. It says, obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch over your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So when it say obey them that have rule over you and submit yourself, right? Then it goes to say, for they that have rule over you, watch for your souls.
Yeah, and you know, I will give a testimony. It's at times, I think it's Lahab. You all wouldn't know a brother called Lahab, like in the old school days when Booker was in Trinidad.
I know you're talking about.
But you know Lahab, right? Can. So Lahab say, and night before the Lord take you out of the future, why you must give double honors to your elder? He said, he had dreams. That Apostle Taha just come to the dream, the sackcloth on everything, and tell him get out of GMS. Get out of GMS. You know. I had every time I dreaming something, the Lord want to show my vision, something like that. And like, you ain't gonna see the Lord, but what he just see, he send a man the Lord. Like and he always Apostle Taha, and he doesn't mean no jersey or nothing, he'll already in the sackcloth. Boy, tell you there's something, you do that, in your dream. Apostle, and I seen it on camera to the Apostle again. Yeah? Always see, get out, this, that, here, or something he's instructing you to do. Right over to you. Continue.
Right, it says, as they that watch for your souls.
As they that what?
As they that watch for your souls.
The Bible don't lie, you know. The Bible says that God be true and every man a liar, you know. The Bible don't lie. I didn't write that, I didn't make up that. The Lord speaking. Read.
It says, as they that must give account.
Well,
yeah, because basically they are the ones in charge of you.
Yeah.
So now if they in charge of you, they have to give account for you. It's like I put you in charge of my sheep. Right? And you are my sheep. When I come back, I meet 2 sheep. And I might meet no sheep, but all the sheep, you know, they look like the drunk, they eating big shit. The sheep them going astray. You are to be accounted for that. That's why I say as one has to be accounted. And the God is always saying, if it is, they're coming for the camp leader, you know, because they're going to call the camp leader. Who's their camp leader? To see the sheep going astray. They're going to ask who's their camp leader.
Yeah, the scripture says, smite the shepherd and the sheep will go astray. You know, it's captain, you know, that's how it goes.
Right? It says that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. Right? So it's unprofitable for me just to see our brother and, you know, make him go astray. Unprofitable. If I correct him, brother, that's not profiting me. Profiting me. So for we to have order, when we get persecuted or we get corrected, so it's profitable for us. When we need to get pull up and get checked, it's profitable for us. You understand?
Yeah, I didn't write that back with that. I just the person that is all going to use certain thing, but I didn't think that was it. Believe me, I guilty. Just I had to make sure and work out my own salvation. So when we leave here, we all pack up and we go home, we shalom each other. But I nigga when in the house, I had to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. This brother gotta do it, this brother gotta do it, you gotta do it. And so the work's going on. Every brother gotta work out their own salvation with fear and trembling.
I know what say, boy, I didn't want this solution, God give me that.
Yeah.
God give me. Say it's a fearful thing because when I was doing that too, you're very responsible for men.
All eyes on him.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen? Let me say GMS wrong. What will happen to Apostle Tower if he decides to do it? What will happen? You wouldn't want to be in his shoes. No, I ain't saying that you can't. No, but we know. I just make, you know, sometimes they take the impossible. Because impossible, it's impossible for our doctrine to be wrong because it's on point. But I just say, let me say it was wrong. What will happen to Apostle? You wouldn't want to be in his shoes. Yeah, no, but Dave, you wrong. Do that bullshit, Jesus bullshit, you're wrong.
When I finish, I'll Corinthians 11, this
Right, this is Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 11 and 26, it says, for as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, do show the Lord's death till he come. Right? So until the Lord come, They do show his death until he comes. Then that it was not happy day. It was a day to remembrance of the Lord. It was a sad day. Right? So it says, wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord unworthily.
You gotta examine yourself before you come before the Lord. You examine what I did wrong, what I do wrong, something I lacking here, this, that, and the other. You know, examine it in your mind now. You understand? And when you eat, you know, there's a scripture saying when we eat the bread, we carry one for another in mind. And we pray for one another. In your mind. You didn't pray for yourself. Oh, Lord, brother God, you know what thing I need? What's my brother God? What about brother Howard? What about brother Kahan? And your brothers, by the time you do that, brother, you better you lead it to you become an abomination.
Selfish.
God. You're eating damnation unto yourself. Simple as that. The Lord isn't playing with his word. Come on and bring it out.
Yeah, but let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drink unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
How much time you said that in the scripture? It was twice, eh?
Yeah, from here and then down here.
Yeah.
And then confirmation.
Like, two is a confirmation.
Right? If he eateth damnation unto himself, not discerning the Lord's body.
You see, not discerning the Lord, but not remembering that we eat in our shy body. Be careful what we do that the Lord sacrifice.
So you see what going on, you studying your own self-gratification. Yeah. You ain't having that discernment to know what you're really doing and putting your house shy into consideration. You just only for your self-gratification, you know, all about you, all about me, and the spotlight on me, and they must know about me. No, I don't claim that What are you doing?
If you look at Romans chapter 9 verse 1, now Paul was saying this story. Paul was saying this, I say the truth in the Mashiach and lie not, my conscience also bear the witness in the Holy Spirit. Right, so what I was saying, he can't, how the Holy Spirit was moving with him, he can't come and throw light onto the brotherhood. God. Say here, can say that I have great heaviness and continual
Get that scripture,
sorrow
that's
in my heart.
lovely brotherhood.
Good. Say for I could wish that myself.
No. Down point. Read it.
Say for I could wish that myself were cursed from a Mashiach for my brethren.
My kids, man.
Understand?
That is really, you care for
Paul had a burden for Israel. He had a burden for his countrymen. He had a burden for his people.
He wish he could have go through the same separation and sacrifice that Yahushai. You understand that Yahushai did for the nation of Israel.
Now they say if you go, Paul you go to the ground and persecute you, you say, well, I go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said I'm not only ready to be persecuted, but to die. You understand? He was ready to die for the Lord.
What now? When he for the congregation, instead of speaking to the Lord now, he said, well, I was coming from Damascus, and the Lord stopped me to say, put a man to death. They went and died 2 days. So basically, all we showing them here, you know, they still going to say, put them to death. Because it's going back into we are not of this world. Hey, so the world ain't going to love us.
So like you know what you create this video where apostles are sure that many of us going to be put to death for the sheep. When watch that video, I pray that you all watch it, and if you watch it, I'm going to post it on the camp channel and I'll watch it. And on the camp, the chat now, the group chat, can't.
That scripture in John, I'm trying to find it, but yes, John 15:13, to back up Yara. Alright, it says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
God, by the Spirit.
You understand? I read it over again. John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, than that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Yeah, and that way I was shy did. See, I call it friends. You see, and our friend, he said, I reveal my secrets because I call it servant so much, so like we call it friend.
Sorry.
You see, and because the servant knows what the Lord doing, but a friend would.
Can't. Alright, so this with this, so we go back to the
We want to check out that go straight before I could wish that myself were cursed from a Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenant and the giving of the law and the service of power and the promise.
You know, this is all and this we showing is ultimate sacrifice Yahweh Shai made. Just Yahweh Shai loved Israel. Yahweh Shai literally loved Israel so much, alright, that he know the only way that Israel can receive these gifts here, these gifts from Yahweh, these promises from Yahweh, from Yahweh Shai, alright. The only way Israel could have been able to obtain it is by him putting his life on the line, by him giving up his life for the nation of Israel. He knew that. Yahweh Shai knew that, and Paul in turn, you know, he got to see it through the Spirit, you know. He got to see that, hey, he literally got to see the love of Yahweh Shai.
You know why? Because Paul was in the mind of Hamashiach. So like, yeah, Paul was in the mind of the Hamashiach, you know. Yeah, he actually adopted that mind, you know. That way he could have boldly said in Philippians 2:5, let this mind that was in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai be in you, because it's in me. Who's the next reader? What is that? Yeah, bring it up. Bring it out that one.
This is the book of First Corinthians, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 1. It said, let brotherly love continue. Verse 2, it says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels on our way.
Some have what?
Have entertained the angels on our way.
Bring out the thing and do close to that.
They are 1 Peter chapter 2 and 17. It says, honor all men, love the brotherhood.
Say honor all men, but love the brotherhood.
That's right.
Fear Yahweh Shai, honor the king. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward.
Servants obey what?
Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear.
Alright, which goes back into what? Order. Keep that order about.
One last scripture. One last scripture. Ephesians 6 and 10. Ignore that scripture. Ephesians 6 and 10 and the closing of that. Go ahead. Whoever have it, get it.
It says not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. For this is thankworthy if a man for conscience towards the Most High endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
No, I didn't that. Ephesians 6 and verse 10. Going down. And then we close it with that and we get out again.
Book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
That's right.
And in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of power, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Ephesians 6 and 10, my brother, is the anointing scripture. The anointing scripture. Paul anointed. You must anoint that every day of your life. Ephesians 6. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
And that is a scripture we read on the Passover too, eh? That scripture comes out in the Passover. Where?
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Heavenly Father,
That's right.
that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Meaning you're always ready to go and do the works. You always have a ready mind. Well,
And verse 16, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of power.
My Bible and I will never leave each other.
That's right.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
So you're praying in the Holy Spirit and you're praying for your brother. See, it's not a selfish, it all goes back into order. Well,
and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly,
Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud and spare not. Well,
to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak.
That's right.
It on that. And with that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone that rule well.
Shalom.
And continue to rule well. You know, we salute all the Akiams all over the world who doing the likewise work just as us, heralding the coming of Yahushai, the Mashiach. And until that time, when the Mashiach Yahushai return with his angels to get down in Mystery Babylon, we say Shalom, Shalom, death to Esau. You understand? And glory and honor the kingdom heaven to the elect of the nation. We say Shalom. Right? Cut it from there.
But I like how you call it, can have